of hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between that, and welcome to I'm Back, the Stream Edition. I've been gone for a few days. I've been in Florida, drinking alcohol. I was hanging out with friends. We had a wonderful time. I posted a few vlogs on my second channel. I promise drinking wasn't the only thing we did, but you know, we're a bunch of like 22, 23, 24-year-old guys. We're gonna have a nice time in Miami. Miami. Anyway, you know what? I'm not locked in today. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been a minute. You know, I'm sleepy. Not only am I sleepy, I have a horrible injury. Industry? Can you tell that I haven't been in front of a camera in a minute? I can't even put my words in the proper order. But Flow Rider. No, not that one. Close. You sound like you're from Boston, but close. How was Boca Raton? I'm in Boca Raton. Those who know, knowers know. I was doing a bunch of jokes on my Instagram story because I use Instagram, mainly because I'm trying to do everything I can to replace TikTok on my phone for reasons we'll talk about today. We actually have 3 major topics today. So for those of you watching right now, stick around, buckle up, get ready for a show. For those of you watching the VOD, here's what you're in for today's video stream thing. So first of all, TikTok has had a major TOS shift. In fact, actually, I'm going to hit the record button right now and record this whole stream because I'm going off the Appalachians in a day or two. I'm actually streaming tomorrow, too, by the way. I want you guys to know that. I'm streaming 2 streams in a row because I'm going to be gone for another 3 or 4 days out in the mountains, and I need something to edit or at least kill time. So I'm going to edit something from whatever the hell we do today. But, my name, I just moved from YouTube. My name, I just moved from YouTube. Sounds like a my name is David ass line. Miami Exo's granny. Severino, why did you hit me with the bazooka? Severino, no, don't do it. Hey, Banks, I got a full-time job, and we talked about I'll send you 70% of my paychecks in the future. To clarify, when will I get the next step of the ascendancy? So you're going to want to send me 70% of your revenue forever, and at some point, you'll just feel better about yourself, and that is the ascendancy. You'll just feel happy, and I will too. I'll feel $80 happier, 70% of your paycheck happier, every single month. It'd be great. Anyway, $2. Hey, Slopperino, how was your trip? It was splendid. It was splendiferous. I might show you a few posts from the trip because we had a nice little time. But as I said, we have some important things to talk about today, and so let's organize our thoughts. Number 1, TikTok recently changed its terms of service and its privacy policy for the bunch of really troubling things that we're actually going to read through today. I went through and read most of it before stream and did some highlighting on important notes that I want to point out for you guys because it's really troubling, and dare I say, just for those of you watching, I really do recommend you delete TikTok. Like, we need to en masse get off of that app. It's really bad. They're going to start tracking your location at all times. They're going to start tracking your ethnicity, your gender politics, your mental health levels. They're tracking everything about you. Now that TikTok has officially been sold to, or at least owned by TikTok United States, with the parent company Oracle. We're going to talk about all that, though. We'll get to that. Number 2, we have to talk about, thank you for the $5. A Tyranno Titan can smell you. Well, I give him a thank you for the $5. First of all, I fucking wish he tries. Second of all, I fucking wish he tries. So don't agree to TikTok TOS. Well, if you can say no to all this terms of service update, right? And then you can't use the app. Oh, and you know what else is fun? I just want to add this. I'll reiterate it later when we talk about it in full. But now they can sell your every single piece of content you make on that app is now training an AI. The entire database of TikTok has just entered training error. It might already have been, to be fair, but now I assume your drafts, your private videos, it's all going to an AI and being trained. There's so many. I want to talk about all of it. I'm so excited. There's so many. I was reading some of it, and I was like, I think the guy who wrote this is either not literate or is so deep in lawyer speak he's invented a new variant of English. We'll get to that, though. As I said, though, transferring to the next topic, Kanye West. Y'all remember Kanye West? Remember Yitler? He came out with an apology recently, and I read through it, and I don't know how to feel about it. We're going to see, though. I can't tell if I think this is a really genuine apology or if I think that this is him trying to cover for himself for reasons we will explain today. Kamlu, thank you for the $5. Can we take a moment to think about those poor AIs being flooded with TikTok brain rot? That's the thing, though. TikTok isn't full of brain rot. Now that TikTok has the ability to upload videos, it used to be like 1-minute videos, right? And yeah, that was dog shit brain rot, right? And it had to be fast-paced to keep your attention. But now that TikTok has up to 10-minute videos, there are people uploading like YouTube-style things on there. It's really a lot to talk about. We will talk about it. Bring that up later, because I do want to talk about that for my recording part that I'll probably turn into a video to get as many people off of TikTok as possible. But, Kanye has decided to come out with an apology, and then we have one more important thing that we'll probably do near the end of stream today. And I'm just going to show you the thumbnail for a moment. There was a new song that has dropped recently, and I'm excited to look into it. Yes, folks, it's official. There is now a We Are Charlie Kirk 2. And made by the same guy, so it's canon. Don't even joke like that. Not a joke. This is dead serious. I knew that would excite y'all. It's basically Kirkmas. It's basically hell on earth. Don't even joke, lad. Help is at the Erica Kirk one. It looks like it's just We Are Charlie Kirk 2. That's all it says. And there's no comments because it's a topic, which people were very evident to let me know. I actually a while ago I learned that if it's a topic it doesn't have a comment section, and I've had in recent videos I would complain oh, comments are off, and it wasn't saying I don't know why, it was realizing it was a topic, but people will still comment hey, so by the way, comments are off because it's not a channel, it's a topic, you idiot, you dumbass idiot, idiot. And I'm like, oh, I had no clue! No, yeah, I know. I know that topics don't have comments on. Also, I want to add very quickly, my hair looks like doo-doo, poopy, stinky garbage. I'm sorry. Okay. I woke up this morning with a strange injury. Let's do a quick update real quick. A little quiet down. Hey, take that. Put it in your pocket. Hold it for later. I woke up with a strange injury this morning. My left leg, it couldn't bend. I couldn't bend my leg. It was stuck. It hurt so bad. Recently, I had noticed, because I got that new chair. You see, I'm on my old chair again. I got that new chair, and I was sitting on it. It's much lower, and my legs are bent a lot more, and my left leg, my knee started hurting. And so I was like, whatever, I'm a man. I'm a young boy. I don't treat injuries. I just let them hurt for a little while and hope it goes away. And so that's what I tried to do. And I went to the beach. It hurt a little extra when I was running around on the sand, probably because I was, using it a bunch, because running on the sand is hell on earth. But I got home and I went to bed. I woke up the next morning and it hurt so bad to bend my leg that I screamed. I was woken up. I only got 3 hours of sleep last night because I could not bend my leg. And I was woken up by the pain, and it was so intense, so immense, I could not call. I was having a heart attack. Hospital, you go there? No, I did what I do best. I waited it out and hoped it went away. I'm kidding. I took pain medicine. So I have pain medicine that I've taken. My leg's still, golly goodness. It still hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much. I've been using it all day, so I've been doing this, trying to I can use it now. Look at this. Look at that. Look, little stanky leg, right? I could do that. Unc might be that one fish from SpongeBob. My leg! Yeah, that one. Yeah, how about fuck you? Who's calling me Unc? How about fuck you? Yeah, how about that? How about that? All right, let me read chat. I haven't looked at chat in a minute. I do love hitting these flow states and just yapping. I apologize that I miss chats on occasion. I promise I love reading chats, okay? We're having this nice conversation, right? Let's make it parasocial, okay? Unk status has reached mans. How about fuck you? How about stuff it? How about take that, lock it, put it in your pocket, and keep it for later, okay? I'm not Unk. Have you ever gotten an injury before? Have you ever been harmed before? I can make it happen, but no, like, if you've been... That's what... I'm joking. YouTube, I'm joking. I'm not threatening a soul. Unk don't got a leg. I got a leg. I got both of them. I do have both of them. Hi, Fergie Frog. Who? Yes, you have. Yeah, exactly. Are you Unk because of that? Are you Unk? He's reaching Trump status. Excusez-moi. You not me. I'm moi. Excusez-moi. You. Don't you say excusez-moi? I feel like you're saying excuse me. Isn't that what that was? My bad. Not excuse me. No, not my bad. It's my. Anyways, he'll develop dementia next. Can we pipe down? Can we pipe down on all that? All right. Okay. By the way, someone commented, why do I only have some of my fingers painted? I thought it would look cool to do every other finger. Is this aura, chat? Is this aura? Having kegs increases your chance of leg injury severely. I personally wouldn't do that. Kegs? Like the alcohol? The Tyrannitonian is on its way. What on earth? There's so many of these random... why is it always the person Connor Webb, too? I've noticed that. And it's so Connor's... Dude, don't address it, okay? It's like the elephant in the room, but you don't want to talk about it, okay? Like, there's this, like, big chungus over there. You just want to be like, okay, let's look at me. Look at me. Eye contact. Nothing over there. Nothing at all. Look at me, you know? Yeah, it's always... Who is Connor? Why did I say that? No, there's no elephant in my room right now, okay? Lock in, chat. Stop. Severino, hey guys, it's Severino. True, that is. See, the thing is, what I find very funny about it...
Check DMs GMG, I will give you $5/J.
I'll check DMs in a moment. I'm doing something. Promise? About the Tyrannosaurus? The Tyranno... Wait, what'd you say it was? That's a different type of dinosaur. The Tyrannotitan. That's a real dinosaur, isn't it? Or is that the one from... Is that like the one they made in Jurassic Park? What is a Tyrannotitan? Because that doesn't sound very official. Oh, no, it's real. Yeah, look at this dude. Look at this jit. Look at him. I love dinosaurs, dude. Address me, the elephant. No, I love dinosaurs so much. It's real? Yeah, I noticed that. Once I saw it, I immediately was like, oh, yeah, that's one from... I've seen that in, like, the special. Is this the one that has the arms that are blue on the bottom, and that's how it mates? Or at least how it attracts a mate? Isn't it? Wait, I gotta check. It looks like me? No, it doesn't. Hold up. Is that the one that has the blue arms? Blue arms. Let's see. God, motherfuck. I think I'm wrong. I know it's one of them, though. I was watching Prehistoric Planet for the 5th time the other day. And, thinking Carnotaurus. I am thinking about Carnotaurus. That's also... That was on the recent... not the recent, but one of the Prehistoric Planet specials. Dude, oh my... When I tell you the Prehistoric Planet specials voiced by David Attenborough might be one of my favorite things ever. I like, and this isn't even like a critic kind of point of view. I'm not saying like objectively this is wonderful content and all of you should consume it. No, this is for me specifically and subjectively one of my favorite things to watch ever. When I was a kid, I had a few VHS tapes of like various dinosaur tapes, like Nigel Marvin. He went back in time. It was VHS. And before any of you say Unk in chat, just know I have an assassin in your room waiting for you. Just wait. Hey, shut up. Stop. No, it was on VHS. That and a bunch of planes, trains, and automobile specials. But I liked the dinosaur ones more. But I still love the planes, trains. Dude, the trains, freaking. You know, I had every type of Thomas train. I had the die-cast one, the wooden one, and the electric one. I was building tracks in my basement. Shit was goated. Hey, why did all of you say Unk at the same time? What is this? How can you all simultaneously hate me so? I'm really contemplating putting a hat on. It's gray, too. It would match the fit. This must be torture for you? Oh, yeah. Welcome to the party. This was the stream's all about.
Hey, Sav, I have a box
Box of VHS tapes, goated. I still have them. They're down here somewhere. I don't know where. I also just recently found all of my old Nintendo Wii games, and I thrifted a Wii, so I've been playing like Mario Kart and Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, and I have that Nerf gun one. I think I have Lego Star Wars, but I haven't played that one on the Wii yet because I have it on my computer. Seb, did you get hit by my bazooka? No, I missed. VHS, bro, is in prehistoric times. VHS being prehistoric times that's a telling. Like, I'm pretty sure Minecraft is older than you. If you like, come on, don't. I'm not gonna start dissing people for being young. Okay, all right. The young generation has potential. I say, as on my flight back from Florida, there was a kid watching Coco Melon on his iPad with the screen. I shit you not. He looked like this. He was sitting in his seat like this. Like, I'm like, holy shit, buddy, leave some space for God. Are you kidding me? Like, why? He's like siphoning the information into his fucking brainstem. It's crazy. Like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, that needs to stop. Bro witnessed the assassination of Caesar. No, I was there. Dude, it was, but I think that's so crazy. And like, honestly, I know I'm being a hater right now. This could be like, I know, like, he was very clearly a neurodivergent kid, and I think some parents, they feel like it helps the kid to just give them what they want because neurodivergent kids tend to be very obsessive over certain things. And so it'd be like, oh, well, I'm just going to give the kid what I want because I don't want to complain anymore. But you have to, like, that era of time in a kid's life is extremely important. You need to help work with them so they don't develop that sort of obsessiveness into adulthood. But no, we have... Come on! Unrelated to the topic at hand today. I'm using the beginning of stream to just do my yapping. Dude, I saw one kid one time walk into the store that I work at, and he had an iPad in one hand and an iPhone in the other. Like... Come on, you got the dual monitor set up at a Wendy's? I don't work at a Wendy's, but I'm not dropping my location where I work at. But, like, you're gonna, like, dual monitor set up at the Wendy's? Are we serious? Oh, my God. The iPads are turning kids neurodivergent. Yeah, that's definitely what's happening. They're putting Tylenol in the iPads. They're putting Tylenol in our 5G waves and giving us iPadtism. Bruh. It's real. It's I watch it. Look it up. Trump tweeted it. Not a job. Okay, stop with the J word. Okay, let's not use slurs. You have a job? Why are you shocked that I have a job? You think the YouTube shit pays me money enough to, like, not have a job? Huh? I get paid, like... I'm not gonna drop my... I feel bad, because, like, YouTubers usually don't talk about how much they get paid, and I can't tell if it's because they feel like it's bad about flexing, or they don't want to disclose how much they earn because they're embarrassed. It's either or. I just don't like flexing. I don't think it's necessary. But no, I don't make enough to support a job. But I do like, it is nice to, like, you know, have a little extra on the side for, like, a yummy snack, a treat on occasion, and upgrade to my computer. You have 2 jobs? I mean, technically 2 if you count YouTube as a job, because, I mean, I have hours. I clock in, sort of. I force myself to, like, have, like, a schedule that I work on, so I guess that's kind of a job. Dude, jobs don't pay you enough to have a job. Yeah, that's why I have dos, if you count this one, as we said. I get paid 67 cents. Yeah, I'm what is it? I forget what the word is, and we're gonna just give up on that joke for now. I feel like I don't want to spare any mental anguish trying to remember things I can't remember. We don't have time for that, okay? Just drop information out of your brain. If you can't remember something, don't try. You don't need it anyway. If you needed it, you'd have it. See, there are some things that I can't tell if you understand is sarcasm, because sarcasm is difficult sometimes, and I am stupid and dry. Clock, more like, well, I can't say. Curious. Still talking about the Savarino Clan album. No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm thinking about working at Dunkin'. Thoughts on this? Say it while being nice, as I'm from Massachusetts. Hey, I'm not gonna hate on you working at Dunkin'. Dunkin' is actually a pretty solid place. Like, I feel like certain jobs pull different demographics of people, and I feel like the vibe at a Dunkin' Donuts, if you luck out with your area, could be kind of nice. My parents say I'm difficult. My parents don't say I'm difficult. They just get angry at me. My leg barely bent today, and I first of all, I walked downstairs in, like, pain, so I'm focused on my leg pain, and I scare my mom because she had no clue I was there, and she was like, "Oh my God, stop scaring me." I'm like, "I'm sorry." She gave me like a a whole rant about, like, it's not nice to scare people and sneak up on people. I'm like, I'll make sure to not do that, as I haven't today. I'm sorry. That wasn't my plan. I'll, like, bang pots and pans as I come down the stairs. I just piss my parents off for no reason sometimes. I feel bad. It's never my intention. Do you think the Tyranno Titan blew up Granny with the bazooka? I don't think he can do that. His arms look quite stubby. I'm seeing, so there was someone, very quickly, I just want to bring this up. Is Africa real? No, it's made up. There was a thing that I saw, someone commented, I sped around getting banned in your Discord server and got it in less than 12 hours. Which is, what I personally think, hilarious that he even thought for a second was a record. Has he never heard of people joining Discord servers and immediately posting, like, gore or prawn, and then getting banned the second they join? Like, I would not be shocked if the world record pace for getting banned from my server is, like, seconds. Because someone will join in, post something horrible, and a mod will just be like, oh, interesting. Thanks for that. Anyways, bye. You love Africa. That's not the African flag. Is Canada real? You mean America too? Come on. What are you, a liberal? What the fuck they hit her? They hit her with a fucking... okay, I'm sorry. You said that as the lyrics actually go, in which they repeat themselves, and that completely sent my brain through a loop, because my brain was trying to connect the sentences, and I was like, why does it say it twice? There's parts at the beginning of the sentence at the end. What's going on? And that just almost gave me a heart attack. So thank you, Miami Exos Granny. You got revenge. I'm Canadian, white boy. My bad. Sav, look, he looks like Randy Marsh with red hair and curly hair. So you're saying I don't look like him? Why do you guys see Africa mentioned, and that's the Argentinian flag? I saw, yeah, we got Australia. Canada mentioned, it's the trans flag. Freedom of America, is that? No, what? Never mind. Inky Cola. Thank you for thank you for the Prime sub. It'll pop up in a second. Give it a second. Wait for it. And that one right there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for becoming a sub to the channel. I very much appreciate it. Africa rise up, and it's the British flag. That's horrendously ironic. Let's see. Which one do we cover first today? Are we thinking opinions on Trump, wrong answers only? He's going to live to the end of the year. Let's move on. Okay, so what are we doing really quickly? Are we going to be covering... Oh, I've once again cursed you with Canadian dollars. Thank you for the 5 Canadian dollars. I'll keep them with glee. I'll add that to my... my friend brought a... I think I had some sort of... I don't think it was Danish. Some sort of currency from that area. I don't think it was Danish specifically, but it was that area. Let's hope Sav can tell the future. Yeah, I can. He has no clue. I have no clue that I've actually been swatted and it's over for me. Are you planning something with Trump? No, I'm not. I'm a pussy. No, I need to clear that up right now. If any federal agents ever watch this stream for some reason that I would, I don't know why. Thank you, 2E718. What are you, a color code? Thanks for this follow. If any federal agents ever watch this stream and think, oh no, this guy's a danger. He doesn't like Donald Trump. He's a liberal. He's gonna do something evil to our presidency. I just want you to know, my weapon is speaking and sharing information. I am scared. I'm just as scared as a lot of people are. Am I a communist? I don't know. I don't really. I think that every system we've come up with so far has been inherently flawed in some way, and we could probably make any of them work if you don't let the people that have the most money have the most power. It's just an unfortunate side effect because the people in power happen to also like money. It's a whole thing. I think that every system is inherently flawed, though. And honestly, when it comes to economy, I'm not super well informed. So that's why I tend to bring up the fact that there are just a bunch of flawed systems, because I'm not... I need to learn more, essentially. And I want to learn more. But I'm more focused on the politics side of things, which are very intertwined with the economy. But, you know, what's been going on right now has been a little less focused on that and more on people getting murdered. Sav gonna get slimed? I have my iPad, okay? I'll throw Coco Melon at him, and the ICE agents will just get distracted and start drooling everywhere. What if we just ate Trump? Imagine getting remembered in history. Like, France got remembered for beheading their bureaucrat, or like their bourgeoisie. Imagine we get remembered in history for like eating, like cannibalizing the government. That would be insane. I feel like that would be remembered in history forever. Like, not ever, because like every civilization gets buried eventually. I can only assume. I don't know. I wasn't there. But digital love, thank you. But like, that's gonna be like, that would be so funny. That's like that one thing they'll talk about in like 5,000 years. They'll be like, oh yeah, no, they that one group, they hated that one guy so much they broke into his house and they ate him like a bunch of fucking zombies. It was just crazy. The look on his face was epic. And then we figure out he was an android, not Apple. Oh man. Eat the rich. Okay. With the Bazooka. I'm sure he's got some Bazooka on his face before already. Let's be for real, okay? Look up the story of Johann the Wit from Deutschland. Wait. Deutschland? That's Germany. Wait, Dutchland. Are you... Wait. Johann de Wit. What's your story? Hold up. I'm actually curious. Family or life. Okay, wait. I need to see marriage and children. Okay, what happened? Politics, political goals, leading statesman. What happened? What could have happened in his life? Because I was just talking about eating people. Disaster year. England and France declared war on the Dutch Republic. DeWitt was severely wounded by a knife-wielding assassin. What the fuck? A Ninja Turtle? 21st of June. He resigned as Grand Pensionary on 4th of August. This was not enough for his enemies. His brother Cornelius, holy shit, what is it, 1312? Close enough. Who is deputy in the field for de Ruyter at the raid on Medway. They're just like thinking I know these things. Like they're just saying it like I just, this is common knowledge. Particularly hated by orangists. What the fuck? What? There's a new one? We got the red, we got the blue, and we got the orange? Was arrested on trumped up charges. Wait, I know that guy. I know that guy. He was tortured. But refused to confess. Wait, so what happened? I need to see. Was he eaten? Brothers were shot and then left to the mob near Gavanikaport. Their naked, mutilated bodies were strung up on the nearby public gibbet. What the shit's a gibbet? Wait. Oh! That doesn't look like a place I'd want to be strung up. While the orangist mob ate their roasted livers in a cannibalistic frenzy. Throughout it all, a remarkable discipline was maintained by the mob, according to contemporary observers, lending doubt as to the spontaneity of the event. So they think this was a coordinated cannibalization. Is that what we're saying? This is one of those things where they were like, all right, no, we're going, like, everyone meet up. We're going to meet up in town square later this week. We're just going to eat the fuckers. We're just going to tear them apart limb from limb and have a nice little picnic. I think that would be splendid. That's Wendigo psychosis for the win. That's something more. That's aura is what they call it. I think is what the kids call it. Hi, Sav. I tried to donate in rubles, but can't. Check DMs, please. All right, let me check. Thank you for the $2. Let me see. What'd you send me in DMs? I have too many DMs to dig through. I have like 90. What'd you send me? What's the title that bad? What? I didn't change the title. I re-uploaded it because I added an outro to the video. Check Steam notice I bought game. What'd you buy? Let me see. Hour of silence occasionally broken up by skeleton running by. Wait. Like that? Does it make a sound when he runs by? Oh! Goodness, that scared me. Why'd he do that? Wait, do it again. I don't know where he is. It's hard to spot him. Wait. Come on. Give me another one. Give me another one. Another one, please. Did anyone see that? Green screen over OBS. See, that's the thing. I would, but then I have to either keep this tab open or download an hour-long video. And that would, either one would send my computer into mental anguish. So I'll hold off on that bit for now, but that would be a funny bit for a proper planned endeavor. Also, almost every single software I use to download videos off YouTube have died, have just gone away. Like I have things like there was like not Y2K, YouTube to MP4. Let me see what was it? It was like Y2Mate. There's TurboScribe. There's YT1s. There's like a bunch of these applications I use to download like videos. All of them now go like, what? I'll put in a YouTube link. They'll be like, what is this? What did you just give me? I don't know what the hell to do with. I don't know what to do with this, buddy. The little gray bar says youtube.com/ You're waiting for a What do you mean you don't know what it is? It's so stupid. I think YouTube changed their system or something, and it's now, like, incompatible. So it's not working for you, too? Shut up, I'm mining diamonds. Everyone quiet. Sit back. Alright, the diamond's been collected. I heard it. You know? Just print it out frame by frame. That's a good idea. I should do one of those. I should do something like that, like a gaming video where I like have every like 3 seconds I pull a frame back of paper, and that's the video I upload on April Fools. Fuck, I'm writing that down. No, wait, someone clip that for me and send it to me so I remember. Cause I'm lazy. I don't want to write it down. I have to type all that shit out. It'd be annoying. It'd be funny. I found $20 in my couch. You can have 5 more of them. Keep in mind, I also tried to send this in rubles to follow example of my dear friend. Well, I'm glad to get the Canadian Dolores. You got 7 diamonds? That's wonderful. Thank you. Send it to me, wherever. Either the server or DMs. Maybe, I don't know. DM is probably better for this one instance. I do have to clear something up really quickly. White boy, I only have 4 doubloons. Hey. You don't have to give me, don't give, if you have 4 doubloons to your name, save it for like a bag of Doritos. Don't give me something. You need that. But, I was gonna say something. Oh, I want to clear something up. Someone thought recently that I prefer getting DMs over being pinged in my server. I don't mind being pinged in my server. If you need to get like my attention for something, pinging me in JAC, probably the best way to get my attention. My DMs, I have like 90 of those to dig through. I'll get to them in March. Like, don't DM me if you want me to get to you fast, because I won't get to it. Like, I try to, but it's like cutting off heads of a hydra, you know? I'll respond to a DM, I'll be like, okay, that's out of the way. Let me get to the next one. I'll respond to a DM maybe like 3 or 4 more times, and then I look back at what I had just covered. All of them have DM'd me like 16 more times. I'm like, ah! I enjoy yapping, all right? I enjoy chatting. It is wonderful to hold a conversation with y'all. It really is. But oh my goodness. I forget about the fact that, like, conversations require talking. I will cause the great Steam Deck crisis of 2053 because I will eat them all. Also, may I send you something? He hates his fans. I don't hate my fans. I don't. We get it, you haters. I don't. I'll hit you with this thing. I just can't get to all of them. It's hard to respond to text messages. Does anyone ever have that problem? Where, like, they have a text and they want to respond, but they just don't know what to type or text if it's on phone. And so you just don't respond, and then next thing you know, it's been 3 days, and you're like, oh. They asked me about what I wanted to do that night. Oof. I'll get to that now. I do it all the time. That's why I'm bringing up the DMs thing, because it can just be, because if you do that on Discord, especially as a YouTuber who has a Discord server, so just people know my account, it builds up fast. And then next thing you know, I have 80 DMs, because, like, I want to respond to people. I like responding to people, but it's stressful sometimes. Maybe I'm just a woke liberal. Maybe I'm just a woke liberal with overwhelmed brain fungus or some shit. But, no, I just, it's difficult. I try. Remember when you saw my cat? I'm probably seeing a second. Ooh, wonderful. My mom's been talking about getting a kitten recently. Nice brain fungus. Thank you. I eat it on Thursdays. I'll cut a little slice off. Why so much money today? You guys are just very nice today. I'm back from vacation. Liberals don't have a country. No, liberals have that one flag. The blue and the pink and the white. Right? You know what that is? I see it all the time. I don't know what country it is, but all the women from it are hot as hell. Anyways. You just reminded me of a new vocal stim. Okay, guys, remember $1? Remember that? How I gave you guys a new vocal stim, or at least I heard some of you complaining. No, you stole my bit. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Wispy. Thank you for the follow. $1? Well, I have a new vocal stim for you, okay? This guy is so funny. It's this guy, okay, let me look it up first, and then I'll add more detail. I'm looking up this word specifically and seeing if I can find it. React to syrup by Slump AK. Hold up. Before I do anything, I have a bunch of stuff we're going to cover today, Lucifer, actually. But first, I need to pull this video up. I don't know what his name is. I think the video's called Trucker Diet. Yes! Wait, is this the one?
What's your go-to at the gas station?
Okay, let's watch this. One moment. I do this. Okay, no, that doesn't look good. How about this? That's better, but let me fix it real quick. This isn't Roller Dogs. This is different. This guy has the most trucker voice of any trucker ever. I just want you guys to know that really quickly.
What's your go-to at the gas station?
For a drink?
Drinks, snacks. Let's see what Rob be snacking and drinking on. Lemonade? Okay.
Does body good, quenches that thirst.
Yeah, he sounds like he needs a drink, all right.
What else? What do you snack on?
Oh, we'll do a little bit of this.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm so ready. I love the way he pronounces these fuck-ass candies.
Just a little bit of that. Get some gummy bears.
Gummy bear.
Kitty kitty.
Kitty kitty. Bro, for context, that was a Kit Kat. I'll get some gummy bears, some kitty kitty. Dude, yes, absolutely I want some kitty kitty, dude.
Some Emmys.
It's the trucker diet right here.
That's right, baby. Food stamps. I ain't no damn Puerto Rican.
See, he's being racist, but the way he said it sounds so funny, I can't help but giggle. Like, God dang it. God dang it. What am I, 12? God damn it. He's being racist, but my God, it sounds funny. The peanut butter cracker one's so good. Place your bets on how many packs a day.
I pay with cash, baby.
I pay with cash, baby.
You want a pickle in a pouch?
I got a pickle in the pouch.
When I tell you, me and my friends were on, like, at the beach in Florida, and we were saying the "I got a pickle in a pouch already" over and over again. Like, it was like a call and response. I'd be like, "I got a pickle in a pouch already." And
Ready. Tater skins.
Tater skins. I love when he says peanut butter cracker, by the way.
Getting fat boy? Yeah, we even go with some of this. I'll run you out of the truck.
That'll run you out of the truck.
And we'll do some peanut butter crackers.
Wait, play that back. Peanut butter cracker. He, like, gives up at the very end.
And we'll do some peanut butter crackers.
Peanut butter cracker. Okay. Sure, for sure.
No roller dogs.
No roller dogs?
Damn it.
Damn it.
Ain't that some shit?
You want coffee?
No. That's 5 on diesel for that.
What?
He is on his shirt. That was on his shirt. Wait, what? Is that? That's not him. No, that's not him. Not at all. Hello, Mr. Bartholomew Mayonnaise. Not even close, but I'll take it. Thank you for saving me and my family from my house fire on September 2nd, 2009. Thank you. It was the least I could do. I mean, I had nothing better to do aside from being 7. But yeah, I'm glad I could help. Damn it! No, dude, like, this video has so many vocal stims in it. Gummy bear, kitty kitty, peanut butter cracker. So real, dude. I think there's another one too. Hold up, very quickly. Trucker Diet Part 2 Soft Hands version. I'm fucking absolutely watching that. What is this?
What do you need to do 1,800 miles?
Jack Links for sure.
Okay.
Okay. If you can't do 1,800 miles, you got soft hands. I want you to note, by the way, that's illegal. Like, Truckers are like stuck with doing like around 1,000 miles a night, I think, maybe 1,400 at max. I'm pretty sure it is illegal to do that many miles because it's like considered overworking yourself. So just keep that in mind.
Very nice.
Yeah. Wrong.
Where do you think he was on September 11th, 2001? In his truck. Riding his truck. Where else would he be?
We don't do that.
Okay.
No, we don't use no.
That was a condom, by the way. They don't use that. That man has that. No wonder his voice sounds like that. He has like versions of hepatitis. We have like hepatitis Z.
Protectors.
Oh.
Protectors.
What else do we need?
Get something with some sugar.
3 Musketeers.
There you go.
There you go.
Get something to drink.
Right.
Something with some fire in it.
Where's the sugar-free stuff at?
Wrong.
Wrong. We got no sugar-free stuff.
Mountain Dew. That's good. All right, what else? Sweet
I guess I can't do this if I'm diabetic.
fish.
Fuck no. We only do American.
Swedish fish? No, we only do American. Do we think wait, like are French fries French now? But it's Americanized. All right, let's be so for real. Bro does not eat French fries. Exactly.
Okay. Gummy.
Hell yeah. We'll do that.
Gummy. Hell yeah. All right.
Which one? M&M.
Hell yeah.
He didn't do kitties.
Jumbo donut.
Yeah, that work.
Yeah.
Unless you want the powder.
Which one's better? Powder.
What the fuck? He just communicated via sniff. That was not English. Wait, what was that?
Don't forget about the crackers.
Which ones?
All right, whichever one you want.
Peanut butter
They're all three
crackers.
good.
Where's the vegan one?
No, we don't do vegan.
No.
Nope.
Peanut butter.
This guy's he's totally trolling. He's like, let me bring up sugar-free, vegan. I don't think he was expecting the Swedish fish thing to happen, but
Yeah, that worked.
All right.
That's my favorite.
And what else did you get? Was it the tuna?
No, we do sardines.
Sardines?
Mm-hmm.
Those are expensive, though.
That's
Didn't I
right.
tell you I'm down my dick and balls?
you're down to your dick and balls? That's all you got left to pay? I don't think he'll accept that.
Not my turkey ain't.
We good?
Yeah, we good. Do sardines. They'll draw you to lizards, too.
That'll draw you a lizard or two. Oh no! He's absolutely contracted more STDs than he can count. He can't count past the number 8. But like he what? $1. Oh, a lizard? For those of you who don't know what a lizard is, he's referring to a lot lizard, which are women who stand in motel lots and wait for truckers to come by and wrestle. And the whole thing is like, since they're sitting around lots and like rolling, helping truckers roll their wheels, they usually are diseased. And that's why it's like dangerous. Like that's a hostile environment. There are mobs nearby. I love WWE. Yay. You know what an S worker is? Oh, I know, but lot lizards specifically are within like, it's like, I feel like it has a different vibe than the usual sex worker because it's like really high traffic areas in a way, Like it's not just like getting work occasionally. It's like they're probably like, it's a very interesting life, especially more like in like hick redneck areas where they don't believe in medicine. So it's just like, oh no, oh no. But yeah. What do you think the STDs are? Why his voice sounds like that? Yeah, no, he's developed some strange things inside of him. He doesn't even know what it is. He hasn't seen a doctor since he was like 15 or something. This guy, the embodiment of a can of Bush baked beans. Yeah, for sure. Sab, do you go to Flanagan's when you were in South Florida? Or... Yes, actually. What a crazy snipe. Flanagan was the last place I went to before I got to the airport. Only liberals go to the doctor. I have a trans friend who lives with a redneck family. I feel so bad for him. Oh my god, that's horrible. I've heard how bad parents can get. That especially when they are their beliefs feel challenged, I guess is a good way to put it. So they just make it everyone's problem all the time, especially their own child. All right, Lucifer, that'd be nice because we do need to move on. We're at the 45-minute mark. What happens to the feed stream was never a thing. Have you seen Creekcraft's latest few tweets regarding the recent Roblox update they announced last night regarding classic heads? They are crazy for announcing it. What? That sounds like the most... I guess maybe for someone that likes Roblox, that sounds interesting. Let me. I'm very curious though. If this actually holds some sort of genuine weight, I'll be surprised. Let me see. How do you spell his name? Creek. Oh, Craft with a C. Why is there Craft in his name? He's not Minecraft guy. Oh, is it this thing? The audacity of this post is insane. Is it really? Is it truly? Roblox is completely out of touch with their head. Okay, we're building a platform that every user can express themselves authentically. We just announced an update to our heads policy in pursuit of this mission. Classic heads and faces are static and do not support the defined cage regions or animation requirements of this policy. Well, we want to empower creators and... So they're saying they don't want to have, like a fucking, like, photorealistic Charlie Kirk character or something. Like, they want it to just be the like, cylindrical thing. Is that what they're talking about? I mean, I guess that does kind of mess with their marketplace, which is, like, a big source of income for them. Yeah, no, actually, you know what? You know what? That is pretty interesting. They are kind of stupid as shit for that. Why would they remove the one thing that people buy the most? Like, they're not just doing bad PR. Like, obviously, this is irritating for marketplace vendors. But you know what this is really damaging? Them! Because now no one's going to be spending money on Robux to get those heads in the first place. They're so stupid. They shot themselves in the leg, and they're like, why is my leg bleeding? Like, oh my god. People make money off static heads. The one guy I saw literally makes a living off of it. Well, that too. No, it's absolutely affecting the vendors in the shop. But it's also like they're not even considering the fact that they're going to hurt themselves too in the process, which I think is funny. Like obviously the sad part is the fact that these people are affected though. I just think it's hilarious that they're so out of touch. They're like they've shot themselves in their own confusion. Nobody's gonna be using Roblox after 30 more updates. No one's gonna be using TikTok after what we talk about today. Do I talk about TikTok first? You know what? Let's talk about TikTok first. Roblox needs to wrap it up already. They're already killing their own community. I can't believe Roblox is such a huge player base after everything that's happened. Well, because it's a very easy game to play. It's essentially a browser game. I mean, it's free to access. Not a lot of games are free, and a lot of games that are free have really weird stigmas around them. I mean, like, I play Fortnite. It's free. I can play with any of my friends. But some people are like, ew, why do you play Fortnite? Isn't that the cringe one? And it's like, not really. You play Roblox. But, like, and then, of course, there's also Timothy, the leader of Epic Games, saying that if you get rid of Grok for making child prawn, that it's silencing political opinions, which didn't know that was an opinion to have, but sure, buddy, why not? Explode, I think, maybe. In my opinion, Fortnite is less cringe than Roblox. I like Fortnite more. I'm not a big Roblox fan, and I think just seeing all the decisions that Roblox makes, especially fighting people who try and catch predators on their game, actively working against predator catchers, is difficult to me. I think that's a problem. Because, like, while I don't like kick streamer predator catchers, because I feel like more often than not they get the wrong person and they're just beating someone up for content, and they're just bullies, I think that people who do it via online, it's like, how do you fake that one? Right? Like, you have to see this person actively being a predator to go after them. And anyway, that's, yeah. I grew up on Minecraft, though, so I'm not a big Roblox fan anyway. I have bias. Friend played Roblox instead of watching me play a different game last night. They're a hater. You have to kill them, probably. I think legally, you're kind of held at a responsibility to do that. Feel bad for all the young devs who genuinely make good, solid games on Roblox. And you know what sucks is the only other good option for ease of access game development is something like Unreal Engine, which is just like the slop engine. Like, the Unreal Engine. My friends have really given me an interesting perspective on Unreal Engine. The whole idea that... Let me show you. So we'll see stuff like, this was made on Unreal Engine 5. Look how beautiful it is. And it's like a dude walking in a straight line on a desert flat area. And they're like, wow, there's light. Like, okay. Do I poop? No, I just hold it in. I don't want to lose any aura. All right, let me show you a good example of this where it's just like, wow, that was slop. Let's see that.
Check Steam notifs for the game I
Okay, well, this is just Assassin's Creed. Is this all just Unreal Engine 5 RPG tutorial series? No, I want to see... This is just actually Assassin's Creed. Wait, this is a tutorial series. I need to see like a concept trailer. Like, it's like, oh, this is what it looks like. Look at it. Let's see. Where are we? Unrecord does look pretty cool, but that's because they actually put work into it, made it a stylized game, and didn't just use the pretty graphics to justify a game. Let's see. So, here's a great example. Like, you see this and you're like, wow, look how pretty it looks. Oh my god. Zero work at all whatsoever. Wow, you put no effort into this one. It just looks semi-appealing. This would win Game Awards easily. This will be Subway Surfers in 2016. Unreal. I was saying Unreal, right? Oh, this is Unreal. Oh, you were doing a pun. That was a pun thing. Okay. Hey, Wiseman, thanks for the follow. Why he run like that? Because it's like the default NPC run. If you've done zero coding ever and have done, like, it's just this kind of thing. This is very obviously satire, though. Okay, no. Actually, it is not obviously satire. In fact, it might not be satire. Imagine taking this game back just 2 decades. It will blow everyone's mind. This is Okay. Anyway, as a video game, this would be a fun, wacky experience. In real life, it's a tragedy of a young teen who dies in a train crash.
Check Steam notifications when you get a moment and preferably
Are there any human beings in this comment section? What is going on? My man saw the cops and shat his pants. This adds so much lore to the whole gameplay. Let's see. Let's just... Movements could be a bit realistic, though. Graphics is OP. 1.75 speed is a lot more fun. Oh no, his brainstem looks like a French fry. Oh.
I watch my videos at 2 times speed. I get bored if it's any slower.
Yeah, you're thinking in fucking wingdings. Like, are you kidding me? Chad, do we fuck with Cult of the Lamb? Oh, I love Cult of the Lamb. The way he crashed is just so nostalgic. There's no way. What happens in 1 minute and 4 seconds? It's so nostalgic. How? How is that nostalgic? What part? That looked nothing like the game. That was a guy... Was it nostalgia to when your grandmother was hit by a train? That ending made me cry. Yeah, nostalgia, bro. What a flashback. Holy shit. Someone actually commented, now that's a lot of damage. In a year ago, so 2025 at the minimum. Are we serious? What, are you going to saw this boat in half next? What the game looked like in our heads when we were kids. Damn, guess it's just me then. Lamau. Bro, you got your comment hearted, bitch. Stop complaining. 42 replies, 2,000 likes. 2,000 likes! I think I would make so much. I'd have so many more views if I appealed to the common denominator and just made like flashing lights on a screen and some pineapples dancing as my content. I think this would actually get me bans. This will be Subway servers in 2015. 7 likes. This deserves the 2,000 likes. This is a funny comment. The only funny comment. If the sound effects of getting the coins was made more real and the music updated, like a current remix of that song, that would be super cool. Sideways movements need to look a less slidey. But that aside, you did this crazy. How you did this is crazy good. Always amazed at game developers. Wish I could do this kind of stuff. You could, easily. You know what he did? He copied, pasted train. He copied, pasted building default, 3 railway, and then set the trains on timers. Oh my god. This was probably made in like 20 minutes maximum. Why are you praising this like it's impressive? I personally like Unreal because of blueprints. Well, that's the thing. I don't hate Unreal. I just think that we've gotten to a point where game developing software is so good at making something with ray tracing that people will just throw ray tracing on a pile of stinky poop garbage doo-doo, and then people will look at that and be like, holy shit, it looked like real. It looked like real life with real things in it. Oh my god, it real life with real things real. Tough. Like, if someone put in the actual effort to make a really cool-looking game, like Unrecord, I just said that. Unrecord stylized. Yeah, it uses the realism that Unreal has, and that's good, because you can make really cool games with that. But when you just make, like, essentially what could have been a Roblox game, but it just looks like a Roblox with RTX on, and then people think it's the greatest thing ever, it's like, come on, buddy. Lock in for a moment. Let's be so for real. What a Half-Life 2. That's not a very simple game. That's, in fact, a very impressive game. Every game is using ultra-realistic graphics and not giving the game an art style. I think art styles are great. How'd you even find this? I was looking for Unreal Engine test runs, and this was one of them. But I think that I love art styles. I think stuff like Dispatch did it perfectly. It's a beautiful game. But I think that you can have a hyper-realistic game and it be really cool. Like, I like realistic-looking games. It looks like I'm playing a movie. Like, that's dope. But it loses its aura when it's like maybe the same thing over and over again, or it's so realistic that I think Call of Duty fell for this, where it's like you can't even tell where it improves anymore. They don't even really try. It's just like the same thing over and over again. Time to go to therapy. Good luck, Albert. Have a good one. Whoa! Whoa! What just happened? Wait. Huh? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the gifted. How did I forget what gifting was? Oh my god. Am I going insane? What are you talking about? Real poo? Huh? I just got in a conversation. Valve will make Half-Life 3 guys trust. I scream as they drag me into a white padded room. It's coming. It's coming, I promise. Ah! DRC, thank you. Oh my god, for 5 more tier 1s. Thank you. Who got them? I Love Guitars, Geekatron. Oh, Linny Q. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Lacey's mom and Doorknob are now subs. Thanks to DRC. Thank you, DRC. I very much appreciate it. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Oh, I was going to transition away from this conversation for a moment because I wanted to talk about a few things that have been going down recently. Mostly the topics at hand that I planned to talk about today, but then ended up waiting until an hour later to yap about it. But I'm going to let these notifications come through first because they're very nice. I like hearing them. At least you didn't stream on TikTok so far. Thank you, A-Games. We'll work with that. Wait a sec, what's happening? Let me read some more chats for a sec before we transition. Something about the Fire Nation being right, yada yada. Savarino is gay. Where'd that come from? We slid that in there. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Another gifted DRC. Oh my god! Ash to Ash got it. Thank you. What the helly? What the heliante? What the helly Bron James? Ever look under your seat? Ever look under your seat? There's subs down there. I appreciate it, DRC. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. Radio Creep or Stone Temple Pilots Creep? Oh, wait. I think Radiohead Creep. honestly, you made me think about another. I don't know why I just randomly had this thought come to my head, but I heard a cover of Everlong the other day. Completely different conversation, different artist and everything. But I was just thinking about covers, and the Bongo now has a sub 2 thanks to DRC Red. Thank you. There was a beautiful cover of Everlong the other day. And I never realized until hearing Everlong played so slowly and like in a more emotional tone that it's such a sad song. Because it's usually, it sounds more like rock sort of thing. And so you don't really notice that it's talking like about like really sad relationship shit, I think it was. Yeah, it is. It's a really sad like story about a relationship failing or something like that. But will you play every Will I ever play Juice Galaxy? Isn't ice the thing they used to say when they're saying that diamond teeth were in fact made of real diamonds? So you can say ice on like if you're ever wearing any like jewelry of any sort, like you're iced out, you have ice on your wrist, like a nice blinged out watch, something like that. Everlong is a really beautiful song.
This city. Savarino was once home to almost 50,000 people. It had everything a community would need for a comfortable life and gay people or trans people.
What happened, David? Will it ever play a new album coming out soon? It's so cool. Perhaps that's correct, but perhaps. All right, 1 second. I want to actually talk about what I came on here to talk about today. I've been held back a few times and distracted by other topics that I've also found relatively interesting. But, you know what? I don't even have a good segue for you guys. You haven't earned it, okay? How about that? We're talking about TikTok. TikTok recently had an update to its privacy policy and its terms of service. And I decided to read through them recently, and it looks really awesome. I think it looks really awesome. I knew something was wrong while I was out at the beach for the past few days. I've been on vacation, and I wasn't on my phone at all. I was trying to be a clean Kathy, and then I go on Twitter, God forbid, for like 3 seconds, and I learned about not only ICE killing another person, but also that there is now, you're unable to say the word Epstein in TikTok DMs. You can't say Epstein. You can't send that word in a DM, or the DM will not send. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that cool? I think that's very fun. You delete a TikTok after that? I highly recommend that as many people as possible, if you don't live off TikTok, as many people as possible, delete the app. Get out of there as fast as you can. I'm going to try and do a Fork Fountain Kitchen, yeah. I'm going to try and do a full-length video edited together, reading through the privacy policy and terms of service. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. But I just think it's so important for everyone to know before I even get into this. We can't. TikTok is now owned by a company whose parent company is Oracle, people who are known for containing data and selling data. And normally they don't sell it to everyone unless the government asks really nicely, then they will. But they're also, and one of the biggest things that I think is a concern with an app like or an application or a company like Oracle containing all our data is the fact that if I just looked up Oracle data breach, I looked up Oracle data breach. We have one that happened in 2025, one that happened in 2025, and one that happened, where'd it go? And one that happened just this year. This was the one that happened this year. Yeah, January 6th we had one. There was one happened around late November. We got one that happened in March last year. They train AI. They grab data, stick it in their fucking amalgamated Frankenstein shithole of a robot, and now all of my TikTok videos are in that thing, are in that dumbass grok ass motherfucker. Incredible track record. They're doing great. They're doing really good. It is like Facebook. How the whole idea, like people are like, why are you so worried of companies holding your data and holding your information? And then you see Facebook trip, fall, and drop all of my personal information on the floor, and then a bunch of fucking people run in and just eat it. And I'm like, stop! Also, it pisses me off that I just now realized this article talking about the hack on fuck-ass Oracle. This is just an AI-generated banner. Do you see this? Supply chain attack in progress. Let's zoom in on that image. What's happening here? What's this? Why are they speaking in wingdinks? Why are they speaking in Minecraft enchantment table? Great. Now I'm never going to learn how to code. Like, this is just... What the fuck? Sepuldelorian? That's not a word. You tried, but you didn't. Like, look, oh my god, alert. Micto rare. Oh no. But anyways, let's dig into, firstly, the new TikTok terms of service. We're going to read through it. I have some important little highlighted notes because I did a little quick glaze through earlier today. I'm going to redo that really quickly because people got really mad at me when I left in a burp last time I made a video. So let's just, just get the burps out. So finally, not finally. Look what you did to me. You've confused me. You wouldn't understand. I wouldn't get it. But to start things off, we're going to dig into the new TikTok terms of service that dropped recently. Some of you, if you do use TikTok, probably got a notification on your phone. Like, hey, we have a new terms of service. Accept it. Hey, we got a new terms of service recently. We have it. You want to accept it? You want to accept it? You want to accept it. You want to accept it. You're going to accept it. And so I had to accept it. And now TikTok has everything. Like my everything. My geolocation. They have my location. They have my ethnicity data. They probably have my goddamn ancestry data. And that's great. But no, let's dig through this. Let's read this out. Not Severino incest moment. Minor slip, but yeah, we call it a Freudian slip. I joined stream to the word incest. Welcome to the Savarino stream. Just get used to it. All right. What services are covered by these terms? So these terms govern your use of our services, which include... Is the music too loud? No. Which include TikTok applications, websites, software, e.g. the TikTok embeddable media player, features, technologies, and related services. Accessed or delivered via any platform or device, except for when we state that other terms apply. So this is just, this codes for anything TikTok adjacent. If it's an app, if you've connected TikTok to it, they usually probably have some data from that too. They got everything, right? But I think, personally, what I find most interesting is, I think the privacy policy is the juiciest one, but this has some things I thought were pretty intriguing. Additional terms and policies that might be applied depending on the service you use, so this isn't, this more situational. Okay. All right, here we go. This is the first thing. The first red flag, more like beige, not even a beige flag, more like a poop from a butt flag. The services we provide to you. Okay. We operate the platform for you and others to create, view, interact, and share content and engage with others throughout the TikTok community. We work with our service providers and business partners such as BD TikTok USA LLC, hereinafter referred to as TT Commerce and Global Services, and its affiliates and our affiliates, to provide certain important functions of the platform so you and other users can use it to enjoy the global experience. Global experience. We don't get outside news, including in connection with e-commerce marketing, blah, 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 blah. Now, what is this? They talk about, we are going to collect your data. With this sentence that caught my eye, we may also customize your experience, including the ads you see on and off the app platform, based on the settings we offer. You may control the information used to inform the ads we show you. Now, that's always a thing. Targeted ads have always existed, but I just think it's irritating that it's so predatory. There was one time I saw a jacket I sort of liked on Instagram, which it runs off a similar system to TikTok, and I've had this similar problem on TikTok, but Instagram was my most recent instance of this. I saw a jacket I thought was interesting. I clicked on it, looked at it for like 3 seconds. I've gotten 4 ads in a row of the same jacket. They're like, wait. You wanted to buy that, though. Wait, you wanted to buy that, though. You wanted to buy it, though. No, I didn't, bitch. Go away. You smell nasty. On and off. Oh, yeah, that's an interesting note, too. On and off the platform. Yeah, including the ads you see on and off the platform. Interesting. That's intriguing. On and off the platform? Wait. Where else, mind you, would I be seeing these things? Where else do you have control? Maybe. I don't know. It's just strange. The tractor incident. Yeah, when I tricked Instagram into thinking I wanted to buy a forklift. I still get forklift ads to this day, mind you. But, okay, let's see. There has to be more. Minimum age. So this is interesting. If you have 13 years of age, you can have your data deleted. Thank goodness, I guess. Bare minimum. Okay. What you can't do on this platform. All right, let's look into it. What are we not allowed to do on TikTok? We'll start things off. Do anything misleading or harmful. Wow, that is specific. If you do anything misleading or harmful, which we all know what is misleading and harmful, you have to get off the platform. All right? Yeah. Anyways, do anything that we determine violates or risks violating applicable laws, regulations, or requirements where you live or where we operate. I don't know where the fuck what your laws are where you live, but okay. Including anti-corruption, anti-money laundering, counter-terrorist financing. What the fuck? What the fuck? Who's funding terrorist organizations? Wait, counter-terror. I'm not even gonna look into whatever that means. Export controls and economic sanctions. Okay. Engage with minors in an exploitive or inappropriate way. Well, why don't you check the White House, dumbass? Upload content in violation with applicable laws. Upload viruses or malicious code. Cool. Reverse engineer, disassemble, or compile a platform or any of its components, including its algorithm, code, or infrastructure. Sure, I don't care. Engage in inauthentic commercial behaviors. That's all of them, basically. But thanks, sure. Submit appeals, reports, or notices or complaints which are unfounded. That makes sense. I'll stop this by myself. I'm glad. I wish you luck, you know? Let's see. Okay, enough of this, though. Let's move on. There was more here that I found interesting. So what is this? Category ownership and content of grants and license. So this talks about, due to the nature of generative AI, output may not be unique to a specific user, and your ownership of output does not extend to other users' output. This is saying that if you generate something with AI and then try to claim that it's your generation, if someone reposts it or something similar, you can't do that, which, yeah, fucking obviously. If anyone makes something with AI, make something. Let's fix that real quick. If anyone generates something with AI and tries to claim it's theirs, they might not be the dumbest person on earth, but I hope the dumbest person doesn't die, because then they'll take the spot. God. Terrorist financing 1 billion percent refers to people doing Palestine fundraising. Consider Oracle is owned by Israel. Actually, funny you mentioned that. Oh, A Games became a sub. Thank you, DRC. I appreciate it. Actually, funny enough, I took a little recording earlier of my screen. Let me just see. I'll show you from here. I saw this one very interesting thing happen, and I was like, you know what? Let me check the validity of this. And so I went in and I looked up. Let me just do it on TikTok really quickly. Can I use TikTok on the browser, or it's gonna ask me to like sign up my firstborn child or something? Don't start playing. Don't start playing. Stop. Okay, it started muted. I appreciate that it started muted. Cool. Let's keep it that way. All right, so someone did this recently. They typed in Oracle, and what popped up was Israel. Are we serious? Are we so for real? Are we actually so for real? If you type the word Oracle, the word Israel, and APAC become the next two things on the list, none of the letters I looked up are in those words. Like, what are you... What are we doing? You got the letter A. Good shit. But anyways, it's a sign. Yeah. No, that is a really good point, though. I would not be shocked if the counter-terrorist finances or whatever it was is talking about pro-Palestinian posts. Interesting. Intriguing. Not surprising, but intriguing. What else did I see on here? Oh, yeah, and if you ever are worried about, and this is a good example, using YouTube as an example. Some people have complained about YouTube deleting or enforcing rules inconsistently. People have complained about this with Twitch as well, enforcing rules inconsistently or making their TOS sort of broad and hard to properly discern, so YouTubers and Twitch streamers don't necessarily know what is or against the rules. Well, don't worry. On TikTok, they've solved that problem. They'll just kill you for no reason. We may remove or restrict access to any content, including yours, whether publicly or privately posted, for any reason. For any reason. There is including violating the rules, but it could be just for any reason at all whatsoever. How nice, how quaint, how jubilant that makes me feel. Wow. Wow. Yay! No, I'm not live. This is a pre-recorded thing where I assumed what you all were going to say ahead of time. and responded appropriately. Wow, no need to yell. There is no need to scream like this. Why are they yelling? To the maximum extent permitted by law, we and TT Commerce and Global Services, along with each affiliates and each of their respected officers, directors, employees, agents, and advisors, disclaim all warranties, whether expressed or implied, including the implied warranties or merchantability, fitness of a particular purpose, title, validity, bunch of words, holy yada yada, dare I, DGAF. Goodness. Let's see this, though, real quick. One other thing that I highlighted. I found this one interesting. Our liability and that of our affiliates and business partners shall be limited to the fullest extent permitted by applicable law. Oh, is that so? Okay. So, if any damages that were not reasonably foreseeable at the time that these terms were entered into the parties. So, if something happens down the road, if they maybe sell our data off to a random country for funsies, well, that happened after this signed, and you signed a contract, so you're locked in. Sorry, buddy, your data's gone. We're entered into the parties, or any damages based on lost profits, loss of reputation, or diminution in value, loss of goodwill, loss of opportunity, or loss of anticipated savings, loss or corruption of data suffered by you, or indirect or consequential losses which may be incurred by you, even if TikTok USDS joint ventures has been advised of the possibility of such damages. Even if they know that this damage is going to happen, you signed a contract. And so they can sell your data, and they can get a data breach and have all your personal information out to the wind like a wet fart on a Tuesday. And that doesn't matter, because even if they knew, you signed a thing. You hit agree so that you could scroll more TikTok. Isn't that great? Isn't that fun? I love that. Can you believe Asmongold, and if he was a functional member of society, he's ignoring me? Fuck you. Sorry, I'm reading. There's more to read, though. Because there's more. To the extent permitted by applicable law, the maximum aggregate liability of TikTok USDS joint venture and our affiliates, get this, if you had your data lost by these people, if you've had damages to your property, passwords leaked, your bank account was broken into because they know your password and had your data leaked and were allowed to because you hit agree to scroll TikToks, the most money that they can pay you back is $100. They owe you a crisp Benjamin if your bank account gets leaked. They owe you a crisp Benjamin if your personal information, your social security number is out in the wind. I'm crying. Like, what the shit am I doing? What's going on? The max that they can pay is $100? It says, arising out of the relating to these terms for your use of the platform shall under no circumstance exceed the greater of $100. The hell equates to $100 in damages? My Facebook account password getting leaked? Like, that doesn't make any sense. $1? Like, literally, it's infuriating. And not only that, but what? You could just get $1? Yeah, they could just give you $1. GameStop trade-in on payment. Literally, dude, this shit's so infuriating. Oh, ew. That shit is so infuriating. Oh, but not only that, I think we'll see this later. I think we're gonna get to it. No, it's not in this one. I think it's in the privacy policy. Yeah, actually, you know what? We'll get to it. So I'm not gonna spoil it. I also found this very interesting. Your rights. If you delete this account, the terms as may be amended. So these terms, even if they change in the future, there's more to come, will terminate as an agreement between you and us, except for obligations that remain in place, which by nature should survive the termination of these terms. What the shit does that mean, Dennis from Sunny from Philadelphia? It's the implication. The implication. What does that mean? It's the no. See, it's not. It's the implication. Are you gonna hurt these people? No. It's the implication. Ha! Ah! So, in short, I like this summary. We want you to stay, but note that if you delete your account, some obligations under these terms will survive. How about you stay away from me, you stinky bitch? What does that mean? indie horror corporations be like? Literally, this is a goddamn, like, I can't even think of a good analogy. This is these new kinds of, like, weird manipulative evil. It's the Empire from Star Wars. All right, let's see. This is another thing I saw. Indemnity. You agree to defend, indemnify, and hold harmless TikTok USDS joint venture and our affiliates, service providers, yada yada, fuck you, from any and all claims, demands, damages, injunctions, awards, orders, settlements, losses, liabilities, liens, encumbrances, causes of action of any kind or character, and expenses arising out of the relating to your use of the platform under these terms, including a breach of your obligations, representations, and warranties under these terms. So you got our back, right? So you have our back, right? Like, if like, you delete your account or something, or we leak your data, you got our back. We're cool? We're good? Awesome. That's good. I'm happy. Let's move onwards. Anyways, let's sell your data. Wait, first, what was this? Oh, yeah, I like this one, too, where they scream at me again. You and the TikTok USDS joint venture agree that you must initiate any proceeding or action within one year of the date of the occurrence of the event. Otherwise, you forever waive the right to pursue any claim or cause of action of any kind or character based on such events or facts, and any such claims or causes of action are permanently barred. I think that's actually pretty original. I'm pretty sure, like, if you wait a year to do some sort of injunction or complain about something, they can claim statute of limitations. So it's not like, that's not a shocking one, but, you know, it's just company being a shitty company. But wait, there's more, right? You like pink? Thank you. I was changing up the colors. Refund my channel points. What'd you do? Did you do something? Did you channel point something? Shit. What'd you do? I'm scrolling forever. 750 channel points? What'd you redeem with the channel points? Am I blind? Usually, like, it like covers itself with something. It like outlines itself in green. Am I going insane? What the hell is going on? Can you just remind me? I spent 750 for you to not say thank you, and you thanked me for a sub. Okay, you know what? My bad. Can I even fix that? I'll figure out how to fix that soon, because it's super buggy. Twitch like only shows me stuff from a month ago. We should riot in the streets of the Savarino chat to demand him to feed us. Eat the salmon and be happy, okay? I spent like $2 on that shit. It was on the side of the street. I was cooking it on the hood of my car. I put hard work into that. Imagine about what Lucari did. I don't even know who Lucari is. I haven't really been keeping up with streamer drama. I've been paying attention to more like real world stuff. Is it streamer drama? But I want to keep talking. We're talking about TikTok. I don't want to get off track because I want to have this all in one place for the stream. Is it true you killed Miami XO's granny with a bazooka? No. Privacy policy. So we still have more. This is the second part of our apocalypse, the second horseman, dare I say. The privacy policy last updated January 22nd, 2026. So I highlighted a few things of interest here. Most of it's just saying information you provide, like you'll have account information, birth date, username, password, email, phone number, just all the usual that TikTok would have. But I thought it was really interesting that they would also be saving your user content about your racial or ethnic origin, national origin, religious beliefs, mental or physical health diagnosis, sexual life or sexual orientation. They know if you're cracking. Status as transgender or non-binary, citizenship or immigration status, or financial information. Why? What do you need that for? Mayhaps. You know? What's that one about? Why do you need that? And don't say it's to help you advertise content properly, because you don't need to that badly. That's great. And also, regardless of why they need all that, even if they have the most bulletproof reason in the world, bitch, you leak data like a boat full of holes. Like, you're not a safe place to keep this information, especially my financial information. It's not even a gaydar. No, it's like a gay. It's something even more powerful. It's a gatalite. A gatalite? Are you sticking their nose in TikTok now? Maybe. I just think that's crazy. But anyway, there is more. There is more. Let me see. What else did I highlight? Automatically collected information. Usage information, technical information, location information. Oh, what's that about? Location information about your approximate location based on your device and network information, such as SIM card region, IP address, and device system settings. We also collect information such as tourist attractions, shops, or other points of interest if you choose to add the location to your user content. Definitely. Okay, cool. That's cool. So it's not just a gay tracker, it's an everyone tracker. They want to know where you are at all times so they can sell you things and make money. I hate you! Oh my god. Oh, this one's also, oh my goodness. Information from our other sources, all right? We may receive the information described in the privacy policy from other sources, such as if you choose to sign up or log in with services using your a link to your TikTok account. That's, I guess, makes sense, you know. Advertisers, publishers, and measurement and other platforms provide us with information about you and actions you've taken outside of our websites and apps. You know, like trading our data for free. Why don't I get a cut of that? You get paid tens of thousands, if not millions of dollars for all this data. Can I spare a band, Phonem? Like, why do you get all of this? Why do you get paid to know if I'm on Webkins or not? Like, give me a cut. God damn it, make it worth my time. These partners also provide information such as mobile identifiers for advertising, hashed email addresses and phone numbers, and cookie identifiers. Cool. We may obtain information from you about our affiliates controlled by or under common control with us. Who's us? What's us? That's the only time they've used a pronoun this entire time. They talk about, like, oh, if you talk about TikTok, if you are everything owned by TikTok and our affiliates, it's just us. I can't even say something about French. I guess you could make an Among Us joke if you feel so dutiful to do so. But what's us? Who is us? Literally, dude. The Griffins. Like Pina. Us is a good movie. True. But seeing that us with a period after it just is so fucking Among Us in the way. It's so uncanny to look at. It is very troubling to look at. But let's see if there's any more that I've highlighted. Okay, how we share your information. Okay, how do you share my information? TT, the big old TT, the double T's. We are committed to maintaining your trust. Well, you've done a bang-up job so far. And while you do not sell your personal information or share personal information with third parties for purposes of cross-context behavioral advertising or restricted by applicable law, we want you to understand that when and with whom we may share information we collect. Oh, okay. So you do share the information. It's not that you don't, it's that you do and just want to let us know who. You know what? I like transparency. You know what? I appreciate that. Cool. Let's see, what is it? Actually, does it? Okay, information we collect. Is that up here? Oh, yeah, that was just all the, even though they don't specify who, just the fact that they do. Great, cool. Love to see it. Independent researchers. We may share certain of your information with qualifying researchers to facilitate independent research. Perhaps research a fucking dictionary. What do you mean, we may share certain of your information? Certain of it? Or really? That's a lot of it. Certain of my information. Wow, we found the one that Donald Trump wrote himself. Is it independent research? The government is one of the handing out the information. Well, yeah, they fund independent research, so yeah. I think the fact that whenever we hear TikTok in any news source is never good, that's low-key a sign. Mayhaps. Let's see. Data and security and retention. Oh, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Guys, remember when I mentioned that if you have any damages caused by your data getting leaked and maybe your passwords getting hacked and everyone figures out your information because these apps decide to hold it in their fuck-ass boat full of holes like goddamn Phil Swift with the Flex deal? Well, I like this one note that they add here that says, we use reasonable measures to protect information from loss, theft, misuse, unauthorized access, disclosure, alteration, or destruction. We use reasonable. We use reasonable measures. Like, enough, right? Like, we lock the door at night. Well, you should understand that no data storage system or transmission of data over the internet or any public network can be guaranteed to be 100% secure. So why are you holding it then? Ah! Making me angry. Please note that information collected by third parties may not have the same security protections as information you submit to us, and we are not responsible for protecting the security of such information. Then why did you give it to them? Then why are... Yeah, no. I'm sorry. We sold your data to, like, the big old Benjamin up top, right? Big old Netanyahu. And he lost it. He gave it to somebody. They have it now. But we handed it off to him. It's not our responsibility. Would you like $100? That's it. We aren't Charlie Kirk. Oh, we're putting the boot down now. It's getting serious. So at the bottom of the page, they're citing executive orders that are not... Wait, what? Let's see. Where is this? Which part? Because I see children and teens privacy policy updates. May updates time to time. No, not that. Content rule for users under 18. Users of the service who are California residents or under 18 years of age may request and obtain removal of user content they posted by contacting us at blank. All requests must provide a description of the user content they want removed and information reasonably sufficient to permit us to locate that user content. So they can, if you're not anything other than 18-year-old and under in California, your shit's going everywhere. Also, if you are a Canadian, wow, cool, literacy levels, they're over 9,000. A California resident, once a calendar year, you may be entitled to obtain information about personal information we shared, if any, with other businesses for your own direct marketing usages. So if you're in California, it is the few things that I assume Gavin Newsom's doing to keep an eye out for his people. Like, yeah, he's kind of annoying, but at the same time, he's doing some good shit. Like, I mean, he hates homeless people, but at least he's helping help protect our data, I think. California win. Yeah, mayhaps. My dad walked in, saw me watching you, and said, "Tell him your room is on fire." Oh no! Oh god! Your room, not my... Oh, that just happens sometimes. It's fine. I thought you were saying your room was on fire. I was empathizing. Shoot. Sorry, I'm conjuring a word. Give me a moment. Pause. What's the person to feel they feel empathy for people? Not empathetic, and a real empath. Wow, that was difficult. Cut off the last two letters. Last letter. One letter, singular, actually. I might have brain damage. Sav, your room is on fire. Not to scare you, but I think there's a fire behind. Okay, you know what? I approve of you saying you would react to the Sav nuclear. No, not right now. Doing things that matter. But yeah, this is really troubling because, like, the thing is, a lot of this isn't necessarily, like, when you first look at it, it just seems like something a company would say just because companies, like, it's normal at this point in time for companies to sell data, take your information, trade it with other companies, know exactly what to advertise to you because it knows what you're thinking at the moment. It's a lot of I guess stuff we've become relatively desensitized to at this point. But it isn't just the things that they say in the privacy policy and the terms of service. It's the things that they don't show. Like, I saw this one thing today. Where is it? It's okay. So in my search history, I went in and I was just digging around. I didn't type anything. I didn't type a single letter in the search bar. I just went to my searching little mat. I clicked on this little thing right here. You know this thing? Yeah. So my search bar, for some reason, wow, that was horrendously delayed. What the hell? Am I lagging? Are we okay? It said, First of all, show me my ex is just hurtful. That's just rude. What the hell? But also, NASA warns people to evacuate NE, the Nether. I don't know. There's a little boy playing in my yard. Beware of the man who speaks in hands. I'm sorry. Fucking Gaster? What's happening? What are we doing? What? Also, why is TikTok giving me weird suggestions? I gave you too many chances to on... Where'd you give me too many chances to on? On what? What are we doing? What's happening? I'm scared. Is this FNAF lore? Yeah. Yeah, this is Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Feels like it. Feels like TikTok's run by goddamn William Afton. I don't have that as a sound. How'd that even happen? Oh. What was I gonna say? You should own TikTok? Fuck no. Get that out of here. Skedaddle with that. I'm waiting for the sound to play so I can actually start talking again. I'm waiting for it. Do you think companies set up our data like Pokemon cards and battle each other with the data sets to see who gets it? Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, they have like, they do it like trading cards. What is it with all the colon 3s, by the way? What's happening? Did someone drop like some sort of hydrochloric acid in your room? Are you being gassed? Is something going on?
Leo? There's some weird red fog in the school, and I just saved a ton of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
Uh-huh. I'm not in his room chat. Hey! Get out! Yeah, I want the donuts. Leave them. Thank you. Alright. Can I say roar? No, I can't roar. I'm not a dinosaur. But, Savarino Lover 67. Are you happy? Are you glad? Did you giggle a little bit? I hope so. I hope it was worth it. You just banned him? Yeah, sure, why not? Sam, my brain hurts. Yeah, same. No, it genuinely is so concerning seeing this, but it's the parts that you don't see that mainly concern me. The fact that you can't say the word Epstein in DMs, which from what I've seen, and I'm putting it up on the screen in the edited process, from what I've seen, they fixed because I sent my friend Epstein randomly and he got very confused. I didn't expect it to send, so I just typed Epstein to my friend Austin's DMs and he just responded saying he was going to touch me. And so it works. They fixed that to my own disdain in that specific instance, but like, think about if they are deleting words like Epstein, what else they're not showing people content-wise. My plan is, I'm probably going to make like a little scripted video for my TikTok account because I have a TikTok account and I have like around 14,000 followers on there. I'm probably going to make a video for it telling people like, hey, for those of you that don't know, I'm not going to mention YouTube because if you mention YouTube, TikTok's notorious for just bricking your video so it doesn't go anywhere. But I'm probably going to try and throw together a video saying like, hey guys, BT dubs, TikTok's a shithole now. I'm deleting the app and never coming back. Which I highly recommend most people do the same. From what you've seen today, every single bit of your information and your data is being sold and you're being actively tracked, not only via your data, your information, your ethnicity, your immigration status, but also where you are at this current moment. This is a literal Big Brother instance. Get the app off of your phone. Even then, you still have some obligations. Not sure what the shit that means. Goddamn Dennis Reynolds. Uninstalling doesn't remove your info from the account. No, it doesn't, but it stops any more from leaking. That's my kind of thing, right? Like, obviously, deleting your data, like, deleting the account isn't going to take back all the information that they have already taken, right? It's already out there. It's already in their AI training centers, right? But what I just, at least my intention, is not only to give them one less person using their application, one less data point on their graph, and another reason to show that I am unhappy with what they're doing, but also just because any future data that I could potentially give them will not be there anymore. I'm cutting them off at the source. I'm giving the crackhead no more crack, all right? No crack for you. I'm taking the crack back. I'm going to crack your back. I'm going to crack you, TikTok. You've heard me. You're here first. You're in for a violent cracking. That's your 100K sub special? Huh? No, my crack! A shame all the art that I've been liking to be gone. Well, you know, it takes one button to download a TikTok. Blow your camera roll up. Then, like, save it on a computer or something. Because you got to think about it. All these artists, think about the amount of artists that use TikTok. They're definitely going to see this and stop making art. Or at least I pray that they stop making art on the app. Don't stop making art. Jesus, oh my God. Don't stop making art, but stop posting on TikTok. Like, I mean, of course, Instagram selling your data shit to AI too. Realistically, it's inevitable. But I just think that protesting TikTok by not using it is the best move here, especially when you're not really missing out on much anyway. Like, if there are people who aren't angry about this change on TikTok, seeing the drastic drop in TikTok's creators posting will affect them. That way, we get to take care of two birds with a single stone, and that stone is the X button on the app sitting on your home screen. That's the thing, though. People will go to, like, goddamn Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. God, YouTube Shorts piss me off. God, YouTube Shorts really grind my gears. I hate YouTube Shorts. I think it's probably the worst thing that YouTube has ever done. I wanted to watch Resident Evil edits, man. Get them on YouTube. Immediate 180. No, dude. I like, YouTube pisses me off sometimes, but I like YouTube over a few other applications. I mean, it's, you know. Move to Google Giggles. I was thinking Tubi Originals. Yeah, I turned off local network on TikTok. I completely forgot that I also still have Xiaohongshu, so I don't really give a fuck if China's spying on me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, China's going to get your data anyway because it's going to get sold to them via goddamn Oracle. I don't care at this point. They can take it. China can. I'll just go straight to the source. I'll cut out the middleman. Oracle's just a goddamn drug dealer. Oracle's a drug dealer for data. Cut that drug dealer off. I'm just going to start selling it straight to the crackhead. China. China is the crackhead now. We've changed roles. Stick with me, we'll get there eventually. YouTube Shorts are an actual method of torture. So are Instagram Reels. My Reels feed is so refined. My Reels feed is so good. That's my, like, let's see, what? Yeah, here, look, here's a good one. Would you rather, okay, yeah, I didn't want to read that anyway, sure. Would you rather wake up every morning in a different type of chair or have a tiny mariachi band appear every time you lie? Which one would you prefer? Go ahead, let me know in the comments down below. What else do we have? Oh, I like this one. Can you read this one? Because I can't. Great, moving on. What else do I have? That's not what she said. That's not what she said. Wait, no, that's not what she said. That's not what she said. That's definitely not what she said. I don't know what she said, but that I heard that. When I read that, that's what I heard. And I don't like that. Goddamn Laurel Yanny of songs. How? I don't like this one. This one hits hard too close to home. How you 21 and still excited for your birthday? Bitch, you about to die. Damn it. God damn it. Fuck you. I'm getting off Instagram. Done with this. Enough of that. Anyway. I would do the lying mariachi band and just lie on purpose for free music. How long till a forklift appears? I'm pretty sure I skipped over. I psychologically skip over forklift ads the second I get them anyway. Oh, this is a banger. No, I got off Reels too soon. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. What the fuck is that audio, by the way? Can we? Yeah, that's true. I've been saying this. All right, a fuck ice ad trying to get me to buy shit. I mean, I get. I got some really good Instagram reels. That might be my best app. Any vertical content is actually just like a dopamine destroyer, a brainstem obliterator. But at the same time, that made me giggle when his head got illuminated by snow. Yeah, I giggled. Cart edit. But do you get to pick what song the band plays, or it's just the mariachi style? I assume it's whatever song. I don't think you get to pick, because you lied. It's supposed to be a punishment, you know? I heard something. I think it was one of you guys. No hablo inglés. Actual brain melter. Yeah, no. But I think I've gotten the TikTok conversation out of my system. All right, we're gonna move on to another topic because I have more to talk about. My friends' attention spans are completely cooked by vertical content. Dude, so are mine. So are mine. I was with my buddies at the beach this weekend. I don't think they watch my stream, so I'm just gonna straight up snitch. We were hanging out, sitting on the couch. We were watching a YouTube video. I don't know what it was. I think it was like a golfing video, and they were watching like some guy like do a challenge on a course. And they were watching it, and while watching it, all three of them were scrolling Instagram reels and like giggling and showing me the reel and like but I'm watching a show at the moment. And then like we get like maybe 3 minutes into this 10-minute video, and they get off the video and go to the next one, and then play that for 3 minutes of 10, and then get off that one and go to the next one. What's going on? We were like, at one point we were having a conversation about how the pyramids were built because we thought it was funny to chat about that. We'd love to just like yap, and we're like, why do people think that aliens built the pyramids? And then he like said that into the remote. We started watching, got like 40 seconds into the video, backed out of it. I was watching that. My eyes were looking at that at the moment. I thought that shit was so funny. I didn't say that. Like I was sitting on the couch watching, and I went like, the video go away. I go, the fuck? Like I woke up from a dream. Like I was like summoned. My sister does that with music. Oh my god, I would wrangle her. I'd be like Homer Simpson to Bart. You know, like dude, if you skip a song halfway through the song playing, the anger, it knows no bounds. But no, I like literally I don't hate my friends. That is absolutely zero disrespect to them saying this. I just think it's really funny. I like it genuinely is just a quirk. Like I see them do it and I'm like, I was watching that. But like at the same time, if I were to add a positive comment, because I don't want to just give this a negative conversation, or make this a strictly negative conversation. But their YouTube feed is beautiful. They have all the most intriguing videos. There's the one guy who made that one candy. I forget his name. I opened a tab and my computer started shitting. I have too many tabs open. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Firefox. Do we need a minute? I'm sorry. Ryan Trahan. Yes, Ryan Trahan. Dude, I didn't realize. I used to think Ryan Trahan was like one of those slop tubers. Because like he has like the more like the super algorithmically tuned thumbnail and everything. And so I usually never watched him. I was watching, dude, this guy makes really good content. And it's recorded on an iPhone. I can tell because I know what an iPhone camera looks like. It's like recorded on an iPhone. I'm like, wow. Like that's very admirable. Like, I actually really fuck with Ryan Trahan. I actually took time to watch his stuff, and I was like, what the heck? Like, hell yeah, this guy's funny. His one-star... we were watching his one-star series on hotels. Yeah, I was like, dude, that's a great YouTuber. Absolutely props to him. I'm so glad that some of the biggest YouTubers on the site are, like actually appealing people, or at least YouTubers who pull millions of views easily are actually appealing people like that. I think that's very nice. It's a good look. It's a good. It's indicative of a good website. And then there's Mr. Beast, but like, you know, there's a lot of really good ones. My posts regarding ICE, Minneapolis, or anything against Trump are gone. I still have them because I have them in collections, but they are not reposted anywhere on all of TikTok. Wow. You know what else I noticed? That there was a fork in my kitchen. You remind me of Wendigoon, except you're not. No, they absolutely have been deleting. So, and you remember the rule? You read the rules. We read the rules. You saw what it said. It said they can delete things for any reason. Maybe whether it be genuine crimes against humanity or a simple difference of vibes and aura. You're cooked regardless. It's Jover. You're donezo, pal. All right? You talked bad against Big Papa Orangus. You talked bad against Papaphile Orangus. Yeah, you're going to Super Mega Hell. I love Super Mega, by the way. Some things in Think Tank. We'll dig in. Every time someone calls Nightcore TikTok version, the angel gets its wings instantly ripped off. No, because TikTok version and Nightcore are two different things. There is Nightcore, and then there are TikTok versions of music. Like, because Nightcore, it speeds up specific. I forget what the actual destination was. We had a conversation about this the other day. But it's like Nightcore has some specific details that make it seem like it makes it very Nightcore specifically. But you posted things in Think Tank. I have another topic I want to discuss actually. Sped up and pitched in a certain way, yeah. Nightcore makes it fast and high pitched. Yes, well TikTok just speeds it up. I think that's what it is. Which changes the pitch ever so slightly, but not the same as Nightcore. It's called Nightcore, and you put an anime girl on the cover. Please. Ash Dash, we will. We'll get there. You're like Witch Critical if he was white. Interesting. I had no clue. Also, hi, Shy. I saw you. Wait, what is this? Norway's prime minister graded Trump's letter like an English essay? Wait, please show me this. This is a business letter. Use title and full name or simply Mr. Prime Minister. Write out numbers below 10, 8. Your argument might be helped by providing examples. Italics is preferred over capital letters here. It should be does it. Denmark is singular. Oh my god! This followed by saying you are... Okay, I can't really read that. Landing on Greenland contemporaneous with Vikings? Your parallelism is off. Unless you mean to equate yourself with the United States a la King Louis. L'état c'est moi. Bless you. Lowercase. Write out. It's a business letter. Don't assume your reader knows who you are. D+ needs improvement. Fuck that orange chud, bro. I love that. Oh, he treats him like a little dumbass. Oh, he treats him like a dumb little idiot. That is beautiful. Oh, there's the whole thing. Who posted that? Thank you. Thank you. Italics is preferred over capital letters here. This doesn't follow. Are you saying that the U.S. has boats landing on Greenland contemporaneous with the Vikings? Oh, he's so stupid. We have the dumbest fucking president I've... Oh. Oh, he actually has the same cognitive processing power as a fucking potato. I'd be shocked if he could go through TSA. They might think he's a piece of baggage. Like, Not many people seem like they would be confused while putting their underwear on, but I think he definitely takes the cake there. But he's missing an I here. Plus, he's in lowercase that. Your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars. This is an error. Norway does not award Nobel Prize. A committee in Norway does. Oh, yes! Yes, of course. I just forgot. I completely forgot. Type of person to look the wrong way on the toilet. Yes, of course. Dear Jonas. Yeah, okay, why do you hit him with the first name? Bro thinks he's Batman. Listen, Oswald. Total aura loss. Is he really still on about Peace Prize? Thinking jealous Obama got one? Yes, he's jealous. He's jealous because he needs validation. He needs validation desperately. Did you see that he said in an interview, or I guess it's more like a letter. I forget if it was an interview or letter, but he said this. No, it was. It was a quick blurb given to a journalist as he was about to get on his helicopter. He said that he feels less inclined to peace now that he didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. What? You were performatively peaceful? You were peacing performatively for the prize and that was it? Your only desire for peace as a human being was so you would get a block of gold proving that you were peaceful. We need to get this guy with the goddamn crab mallet. We gotta do something. Gotta throw a really heavy rock and just catch and hope he catches it. For the best. Hope he catches it. But yeah, apparently he's ended multiple wars that he started, and I think that's very peaceful of him. And he deserves that chunk of gold so that he knows, in fact, that he was peaceful and continues to be peaceful. Because if we don't give him that chunk of gold, he might not stay peaceful. This country is so ass. Yes, absolutely. We are in a Chudtopia, which, dare I have to say, Chud is one of my new favorite words. I love that we now have like an anti-woke word. Like there was woke. Woke is its own thing, right? It was like a good emotional outburst word. Instead of using like any genuine way to describe a liberal, you can just use woke, and it doesn't require any further description or explaining. You already know what you're trying to say. Chud is that same thing, except for, you know, MAGA or America Firsters. I think they have a new name now. You just call them a big fat chud, and you know exactly what I'm saying. That is my little buzzword. Where did my water go? I'm thirsty. All right. Chud just means loser. Yeah, but it's gained a new meaning. The woke mob, is he in a new Minecraft update? Massive jug. What is your problem with me staying hydrated? God forbid a man have some water in his life. Oh, I'm such a fat fucking chud. Thoughts on Regular Show being added to Fortnite in a few days? Very excited. I think Regular Show is a beautiful show. That's one of my favorite shows of that era. Common tactic of fascism, starting problems, then pretending to solve them for brownie points. Yeah, and then, of course, banking on the fact that his following has, like, the processing power of a calculator, maybe. And so they go in with this TI-84 level brain, and they're like, wait, he stopped that war! He stopped that war! And by stop that war, it was threaten to go to war with someone and then don't do it. It's to lie and then lie. But the two lies, they kind of counter each other, so he doesn't have to do anything. And that makes him a hero, in my book, personally. I think he's a national treasure. So could someone call Nick Cage to steal him and get rid of him, please? I'd like to, get rid of that. Don't insult calculators like that. My bad. Yeah, I doubt these people could run Doom on their brainwaves. Processing power of a brick wall. Yeah, basically. It feels like I'm talking to a brick wall sometimes when I'm having conversations with him. Oh my god. Processing power of a fart. Yeah, the greenhouse gases. Microtransactions for RuneScape 3. Okay. That's a lot. Hold up. I don't know much about RuneScape. Hold up. I want to talk about something else really quickly, though, before we go any further. The processing power of a I saw the preview of some really poetic Charlie Kirk x Dean Withers Yowie. You mean real life? You mean the real world? That's just real. Why is my... Okay, there we go. My file explorer isn't loading. It's like... It's chugging on nothing. Wake up, buddy. Wake up. Snap, snap. Come on. Come back to living, land of living. Hear about the Kanye apology? You know, I did hear about the Kanye apology. So much so that I have multiple tabs open to talk about it. Because I actually have yet to have read the Kanye apology. I have merely just heard people's reviews of it, and I want to look into it. So that's what we're going to do at this current moment. Call it a segue. Call it whatever you want. Call it maybe annoying that we're finally talking about him again. I hope we don't get stuck in another loop of him and Elon and Donald again. That would be so fun. I'd like that a lot. But I think that we need to very quickly dig into this, because I've heard some people say this apology appears pretty genuine. But then I've also heard things like the Hollywood Reporter claiming that Ye's apology is not nearly enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the Kanye apology and hope for the best. Maybe. I'd like to hope for the best. I really, I like, as much as Kanye is like an idiot, like he's a dumbass, he's not a dumbass for no reason. It does genuinely seem, at least from the perspective of someone who understands mental health and is going to school for this sort of thing, it genuinely, it came so out of left field. It came so out of nowhere, the way that he's been acting, that it led me to believe that he's some sort of, like, in some sort of manic episode of some sort, especially, like, it's just so strange. He would do all of the... Like, normally, if someone is genuinely a bad person, they pick something to be bad about. They pick something to focus on, and they try and push it to people. Kanye never pushed a certain thing. He just checked every box for every evil thing you could say. It's like he was trying to just piss people. It's like he really wanted to anger someone. Like it's like a pissed off kid at a family gathering, and he kept like pulling down his uncle's pants. Like he just really wants attention, so he's being an asshole, little chud asshole. Like it seems like there's something going on with him. It doesn't seem like, 'cause half the time when he said the shit he said, it didn't come off like he was believing it. It came off like he was really desperate for attention. Like he was screaming out like, if I say this one, they'll react. And I like when they react. It's funny. It's really funny. I go, ah, 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 ah. So, I just want to see this real quick. Who's got 1984? They deleted their own message. Limited edition Lay Wavy Funyuns Onion Flavored Funyuns Onion Flavored Rings. Bless you. I'm sure he could get better. Okay, so here's the thing with Kanye. He is very evidently bipolar. And I think seeing not only him process through the death of his own mother, as well as the divorce with Kim, which I'm not blaming Kim for that. Like, she very clearly divorced him for a good reason. He's an unhinged lunatic. But, like, the divorce and him not being able to see his own kids, him, of course, losing his mother, and as a result, going down this horrible path of surrounding himself with yes men, getting addicted to various horrible drugs that turn your brain into a fucking raisin, the one from the sun. And so you think like it was a complete and perfect recipe for a horrendous crash out, and that's exactly what happened. And this is just my pre-reading the apology take. So I'm very curious. Yes Men, like from New Vegas? I was thinking more like that show. Because the thing with Kanye, at least from my personal experience, because I'm a big fan of that era of music of around when Kanye wasn't a deranged lunatic, is that he had, of course, as a young guy, the usual arc of being like making, weird racist jokes, sexist jokes. He would say shit like that. And then he came to this understanding point. One of my favorite songs is Violent Nights, or Violent Crime, something like that. Is it Violent Nights? It's a song about, like, how he, after having a daughter, realized that all of the stuff he said about women has been extremely insensitive, and he wants to be better. Violent Crimes, thank you. And I think it's Violent Crimes, yes. From the Ye album, which I think the Ye album's probably the last album that dropped before he hit Full Mania. I think that was the last out, because then we had, or wait, let me see, what were his albums in order? Because I'm pretty sure whatever right before, whatever it came out right before, okay, yeah, okay, see. So I think, yeah, Ye was his last, like, album where he had a brain that was working. I mean, there were some functioning brain cells in Donda, but, like, very clearly he started going down this, like, religious kind of, like, absurdist pipeline. And then, of course, Vultures came out, and then he dropped some songs about his cousin and some painter from Austria. But without further ado, AI overview, I mean, it was correct. Like, I remember the albums. I saw it, I was like, hey, yeah, true. So, I mean, whatever. It's stupid, but it's inevitable. But without further ado, let's actually look at this apology. I'm very curious to see what he said. I, like, as I was talking, caught, like, occasional scattered words, but it's kind of hard to read and yap at the same time. So, let's dig. Let's do a little, you know, a little snack. All right. 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. At the time, the focus was on visible damage, the fracture, the swelling, and the immediate physical trauma. The deeper injury, the one inside my skull, went unnoticed. Interesting. Is he going the route of concussion? That's interesting. Comprehensive scans were not done, neurological exams were limited, and a possibility of a frontal lobe injury was never raised. It wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. That medical oversight caused serious damage to my mental health and led to bipolar type 1 diagnosis. Wait, is he saying he's not bipolar? Is he saying this was like and I'm not saying this is like there are genuine real cases of, like, complete personality shifts and 180s caused by concussions. That's a real thing. In fact, actually, I could probably find a study right now. And lobotomies. Well, yeah, no shit. If you stick a piece of metal in your brain, you're going to feel different. You're going to act different. It's like fucking deleting your System 32 and then wondering why your computer's blue screening. Like, oh, why am I blue? Let's see. Personality changes after a brain injury or concussion, anger, sadness, social struggles, and more. After brain injury, you might suffer from social anxiety, irritability, anger, depression, feelings of overwhelm, okay, general anxiety, mood swings, or emotional lability, teariness, okay. But make no mistake, while these symptoms can make it seem like you're a different person, now your personality is intact. It's just buried under the weight of emotional symptoms that are so hard to handle. Interesting. Over 8% of patients have experienced emotional symptoms after concussion. Many of these symptoms resolve shortly after treatment at our clinic. Oh, you're selling me something. Frick you, buddy. Let's see. Advantage Healthcare System. Can I get one from, like, a website that I know? .org seems good. Is it like a .edu? I trust, like, universities' research. Hacky Sack Meridian Health. What the shit? Like the beanbag? I'm typing edu and see if I get, like, a research article. .gov. Wait, let's see. I know the government's a shithole, but I think this looks like an older article. 2023. Okay. Approximately 30% of individuals with mild traumatic brain injury experience persistent post-concussion symptoms. Personality factors have been linked to PPCS, yet the association between personality traits and outcomes after is poorly understood. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Let's look at this apology more, okay? Let me touch you, Poppy. I'm good, but thank you for the offer. The image of Lord Farquaad laughing. All right. Bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system, denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting. You feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever, when in reality, you're losing your grip entirely. That is very well worded, actually. That's exactly... Yes, correct. He might have an advisor helping him write this, but the fact that he's letting someone write this is already quite nice. I really hope he doesn't come out of nowhere and go like, that was written by and say some slur that I haven't even heard of before. And then I'm like, oh, great, cool. Hey, Kanye, welcome back. But no, if this is him, very well worded. And I like what he said here. Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you could not contribute anything meaningful to the world. It's easy for people to joke and laugh it off, when in fact this is a very serious, debilitating disease you can die from. Very eloquent. According to the World Health Organization and Cambridge University, people with bipolar disorder have a life expectancy that is shortened by 10 to 15 years on average, and 2 to 3 times higher all-cause mortality rate than general population. This is on par with severe heart disease, type 1 diabetes, HIV, and cancer, all lethal and fatal if left untreated. The shit? Is that why I just randomly got type 1 diabetes? Is that what's happening here? The scariest thing about this disorder is how persuasive it is when it tells you you don't need help. It makes you blind, but convinced that you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, and unstoppable. As someone who has friends who have dealt with manic episodes in the past, it really is. It's so it's scary seeing it manifest. The whole idea that there are people making active decisions harming their own well-being, but their brain's telling them it's the best possible decision. It's telling them that that's the best move that they're doing. I find that interesting. And that's honestly what I saw in his actions. The whole idea that he was like, they all think I'm crazy. They all think I'm insane, but I'm completely sane. I think these things and I'm sane. And it's like, no, buddy. There's water in your brain. Like, you need help. I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. Some of the people I loved most, I treated the worst. You endured fear, confusion, humiliation, and the exhaustion of trying to love someone who was, at times, unrecognizable. Looking back, I became detached from my true self. You're insane. You're in pain. All right, let's not bring Dax into this, okay? We're talking about artists here, all right? We'll get to real art in a second. In my fractured state, I gravitated towards the most destructive symbol I could find, the swastika, and I even sold t-shirts bearing it. One of the difficult aspects of having bipolar type 1 are the disconnected moments, many of which I still cannot recall, that lead to poor judgment and reckless behavior and oftentimes feels like an out-of-body experience. I regret and am deeply mortified by my actions in that state and am committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though. I'm not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people. Interesting. Interesting. I don't see why they think that this is not genuine. I mean, there could be some, like, 180 he takes where he's like, but wait a sec, before I leave. But this seems real so far. It could be that these people are just like, a bunch of malarkey. I don't like that he's talking about mental health and shit. I don't believe in that. Mental health? What the hell is that? Mental? You can't see that. I don't believe it. WPR? It could be. We got to see how he acts moving forward. I think that is the most important thing, is seeing how he acts moving forward. If he does genuinely change, because realistically, actions will always speak louder than words. But if those actions he shows after this are genuine, I will absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, believe what he said here. And I think that right now, I'm leaning towards the best and hoping for the best and optimism. But realistically, this will only become more and more genuine with time and seeing how he acts. So, I'm curious. Yes, this is Kanye. To the black community, which held me down through all the highs and lows and the darkest of times. The black community is unquestionably the foundation of who I am, and I'm so sorry I've let you down. I love us. Very cute. Fun fact, by the way, Kanye's dad was a Black Panther. So he is very big into the focus of, like, empowering fellow African Americans. I think it's very, very, especially seeing the Black Panther Party recently rise up at ICE protests and stuff like that. It's very cool. Being skeptical is okay, Aster. I understand that. Let me search this. You want to see? I can search it for you. Let me see. I just typed Kanye Dad Black Panther. Wow, my computer's chugging right now. Why is it chugging so bad? All right, Kanye West's father, Ray West, was a member of the Black Panther. AI overview, fuck you. Give me something real. I'm not going to Reddit. Yahoo. That's where you guys murder people. Blackfacts.com. What? Interesting name for a website. Okay, you know, I'm not going to a third location. Don't bring me to a third location. I came to your website for answers. Don't tell me to a new website, you bitch. I'm eating your computer wires. Sorry. Can you stop it? I'm going to watch the movie live. Yeah, I'm watching it Thursday actually. Yes, Thursday tomorrow. Wait, I do want to continue on this though. I want to continue on this. In early 2025, I fell into a 4-month-long manic episode of psychotic, paranoid, and impulsive behavior that destroyed my life. As the situation became increasingly unsustainable, there were times I didn't want to be here anymore. Having bipolar disorder is not a state of constant mental illness. When you go into manic episode, you are ill at that point. When you are not in that episode, you are completely normal. And that's when the wreckage of the illness hits the hardest. Hitting rock bottom for a few months ago, my wife encouraged me to finally get help. Still calls her his wife. I mean, legally, no, but, you know, cute. I found comfort in Reddit forums of all places. I like that he even references it to goofy-ass place to find it. Different people speak of being in manic or depressive episodes of a similar nature. I read their stories and realized I was not alone. It's not just me who ruins their entire life once a year despite taking meds every day and being told by the so-called best doctors in the world that I'm not bipolar, but merely experiencing symptoms of autism. Interesting. That's interesting. My words as a leader in my community have real global impact and influence. In my mania, I completely lost sight of that. As I find my new baseline and new center through an effective regime of medication, therapy, exercise, and clean living, I have newfound much-needed clarity. I'm pouring my energy into positive, meaningful art, music, clothing, design, and other new ideas to help the world. I am not asking for sympathy or a free pass, though I aspire to earn your forgiveness. I write today simply to ask for your patience and understanding as I find my way home. Okay. I love how he ended that, by the way. I really like how he ended that. I'm not asking for sympathy or a free pass, or even though I aspire to earn your forgiveness. I don't expect it, but I aspire to earn your forgiveness. I write today simply to ask for your patience and understanding as I find my way home. That essentially runs straight into exactly what I said, which is, this is good. It's a wonderful start. But what's really going to discern genuine change is seeing genuine change. So I'm excited to see what happens. This seems like a very genuine apology. And I mean, even if this was written via PR professionals helping him articulate himself, I don't think that he had nothing to do with this apology. This was definitely from the heart. Especially because who's to say Kanye didn't help write this? Because he is a very articulate guy. I mean, he is a writer. He's a musician. He's a producer. He's really smart. That's why when I saw him making these decisions, I knew it wasn't out of a brain dead, genuine support of these people. But it didn't seem like something that he wanted to spread genuinely either. It really did at its core from the very beginning, and I've said this in other videos, it seems like he's just desperately grasping at whatever offensive thing he could possibly say. And I said this at the beginning. This was my first review. Before even reading this, I think he was grasping at whatever offensive thing he could say. And he even says that the most destructive symbol he could find, the swastika, and sold T-shirts bearing it. He just wanted to be loud, and he was in a manic episode, and that just looked horrible. Which, yeah, it was horrible. There's no beating on the bush there. Now, it is important to mention people think he might be dropping an album soon. And I'm worried, and they're worried, that this is a false comeback with the intention of trying to bump up his sales. But I don't know if that's true. I've seen nothing to validate an album dropping soon. Let me see though. Let me see. Let me look up, like, when does Kanye's next album drop? Let me just see that, because usually like like it'll pull from something. Okay, so he did have Bully. Okay, so I didn't realize Bully hasn't dropped yet. He had an album called Bully dropping in 2026. Now, it's March 20th, which is 2 months from now. I doubt these songs were written outside of his manic episode, so I'm a little worried as to what the content of this music could end up being. But I'm really hoping it isn't a continuation of something negative. I'd like to see him do better. I would. I really would. Because I respect the genuine, like, he's an artist. He really is. And the art that he put into his music in the early parts of his career is extremely inspirational. Kanye's music is some of the most inspirational, pivotal music in modern pop, R&B, and even other genres of almost any artist ever. It's genuinely impressive what he's done with his life, and it's heartbreaking to see him fall down such a path that he's been in recently. So to see this apology is promising, and I personally am going to hope for the best. Except for the one about, well, yeah, we're not going to talk about anything post like 2018. Pre-2018 and prior. You know? I am a firm believer, though, that people can change, and I'd like to believe that he will come out better. So, you know, I like to see this. This is a very good apology. I don't think I've heard of any of his newer albums. Well, yeah, because I don't think they were being advertised as much, aside from Vultures, because of the Quandale Dingle fucking TikTok Riz Party dancing the Carnival from Vultures 1. Oh my god. But anyways, you know what? Very quickly, though, I want to see what this article said about Kanye's apology and why they think is ingenuine. All right. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, has issued another public apology. Any rejection to have hate is, in theory, a positive step. Anti-Semitism is on the rise globally. Okay. Oh, God. Anyway, let me see. Because as we recently have seen in D.C., Boulder, and Bondi Beach, fermenting anti-Semitism and what happened? If it's anti-Semitism and it's just like pro-Palestine, I'm going to be pissed off. Deadly attack on Hanukkah celebration. Okay, well, that's just actually an attack. Okay, never mind. That's valid. Since posting this apology in the Wall Street Journal on Monday, Ye has expanded his statement within a lengthy email interview with Vanity Fair, attributing his anti-Semitic hateful comments and behavior to a 4-month manic episode, bipolar disorder, and a traumatic brain injury stemming from his 2002 car accident. Okay. This is not his first apology. Well, yeah, because his original apology was like mid-episode, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this was mid-episode. No, it's not. 2023? Well, he said these episodes have been yearly, too. He says that in the apology, so let's keep going. This latest statement comes days before the release of his new album, Bully. That timing raises... Days? Days? 2 months. All right, I don't like how ingenuine this guy writes. Like, I get the point they're coming from, but why are you saying Aldi? Why are we saying Aldi? Well, it is days away. Yeah, so is fucking Christmas. But I don't measure it with those. Ye's conduct has gone far beyond offensive rhetoric. He had publicly praised Adolf. He declared himself a Nazi and sold merchandise featuring swastika via a Super Bowl commercial seen by millions and promoted content explicitly invoking Nazi ideology. Well, why did that ad get into the Super Bowl anyway? Can we think about that for a second? But including the song, yeah, that was we all remember that one, which recently played at a club in Miami before a crowd of attendees that included the likes of Andrew Tate and Nick Fuentes. Well, yeah, they're fucking rage baiters. They use rage bait. Mental illness and neurological injury can explain impaired judgment, impulsivity, and disinhibition. They do not explain the repeated adoption of extremist ideology. Buddy, you just said the same thing twice. You just fucking Schrodinger's mental illness. Like, what do you mean? It can mean that, but it doesn't mean that. Why are you saying Aldi? What happened with Aldi? Oh. You're quoting a Kanye song. Okay. Black Panthers are in the streets of Minneapolis. I know, Katie. We'll get to that. I'm sticking to one topic at a time, and then we'll talk about that. Because I don't want to go off on a tangent, a rant. And they do not absolve responsibility for amplifying hate. He wasn't asking for that, though. That wasn't what happened. This guy doesn't seem to have, like, read at all. Or at least is a very unforgiving individual. That could also be the case. These are not isolated remarks or misunderstood metaphors. They were deliberate, repeated actions that amplified extremist ideas to a massive audience with real-life consequences. The ADL stated that numerous incidents, including violent attacks, were tied to Yee's previous anti-Semitic rants. Yeah, and he's accepting responsibility. He's not saying he didn't do it. He's not saying it didn't happen. He's saying he was in a manic... This guy does... Okay, it seems like this person doesn't understand mania in the slightest, and that's the problem here. He's like, well, why... I thought that people with bipolar disorder just, like, were, like, mean sometimes. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this person knows what they're talking about. I think that's the biggest problem. Like, I'm not trying to defend... It does seem like I'm defending Kanye right now. It's more just, like, I'm trying to, like, look at this from the front. Like, it's a nice little painting, right? And you're looking at it from the front. A painting painted by... And no one specifically. And looking at it from the front. And they're, like, trying to, like, pull up the fucking paint and shit and look at the, like, paper underneath. It's like, there's nothing there. It's paper. Like, you're not looking... They're like, I don't want to look at the painting. It's fucking, like, boring. Come on. Does he read? No. He writes, though. If he's sorry, why'd he do it to begin with? Yeah, he was manic. Buddy, welcome to fucking having a brain and knowing how it works. These are not isolated remarks. Yeah, okay. His apology alone cannot undo that. Let's read this real quick. Let's go to the apology. Not asking for sympathy or free pass. Although I aspire to earn your forgiveness, I write today simply to ask for your patience and understanding while I find my way home. Okay, cool. Good thing I can read. Let's see if this guy's tried. Accountability, real accountability, requires more than a statement. It requires sustained action. We said that too. And especially when the behavior spans years and contributed to real-world consequences. Not only did we say that, he said this. Like, come on. Like, I don't want to be sitting here defending Kanye. But this is not an article. This is not a news article. This is an opinion piece. Is this what they write? Is this supposed to be am I missing something? I don't know. It would include knowledge that this behavior did not emerge during a moment of personal or financial collapse. I'm sorry, where did he say that? Was that where did he say... Maybe in the interview he said that it caused financial... Wait, I'm so confused. So you can't... So mania can't be why it happened, but you have to explain why you did it, and the reason can't be that you were crashing out. So what's the other reason? That he was genuinely an anti-Semite? That he genuinely loves Hitler, and that's his reasoning, and then he says sorry? What do they want from him? Like, I'm so confused. It was supposed to drop January 30th, but it was delayed. Interesting. Okay. No, this is a horribly written article. Not to defend Kanye, but what was the article's author even looking for? Literally, that's what I'm saying. Like, what could have possibly caused this guy to go, oh, okay, you know what, I understand now. Like, what? Because he's saying, like, I'm sorry, we've known Kanye to be manic. We've had the concept of him being manic for a decade now, if not more. So this isn't a shocking development. Or not manic, but we've known that Kanye has bipolar disorder. That, like, people have had that theory bouncing up in the cloud for a decade, if not more now. So why? What else would satisfy this guy as a reason for him doing this? That he genuinely is anti-Semitic and that he loves Hitler and then he's sorry. So, my bad. A proper apology would be sending $1 billion to Israel. See, I like the way, this is why we pay you to think, Zaz. I appreciate it. Thank you. We also need to see sustained engagement with credible organizations that combat anti-Semitism and extremism, not as a public relations exercise, but through listening and reparative action. How would you know that he's doing it if you don't want it to be a public thing? How do we satisfy you fools? It's got an F for the Melania movie. That's ironic. I'm pretty sure that's sitting right there. Box office, Melania. I think that's what it's talking about. Free speech remains a fundamental right, but it does not obligate the public or entertainment industry to endlessly reset expectations after repeated harm. There's a difference between defending artistic expression and continuing to excuse behavior that normalizes hate. No one's excusing it. No one, not even he was excusing it. Not even for a second was he like, it wasn't really that bad. Did I really? Oh, what'd I do? A little bit of HH there, a little bit of a thrown up arm there, maybe a funny looking symbol. No, he said it was the most reprehensible thing he could have grasped at. He knows it's bad. You want to install TikTok? W. I don't know. That's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. This person seems to be... Ari Angel is the executive director of the Creative Community for a Peace, a nonprofit in the entertainment industry focused on addressing anti-Semitism. So his focus is anti-Semitism. Interesting. Anything else about this guy? Nothing. Cool. The entertainment industry should know the difference, and until we see sustained, demonstrable change, we continue to echo the words of entertainment industry leaders Ari Emanuel and Jeremy Zimmer, no clue who those are, who both stated unambiguously that no one and no company should be in the business of Ye. Well, yeah, no one should have been when he was going manic. No one should associate with him or touch him with a 39.5-foot pole. But the idea that he wants to do better, that should be celebrated. The idea of anyone wanting to do better should be celebrated because we want people to be better. We shouldn't see someone saying they want to be better and go, well, why aren't you better yet? That's not going to help. You should be like, oh, they think I want to be better. You want to be like, yes, good. Let's see it. Let's have that happen. Not, well, that's cool and all, but that's not going to do anything until you actually be better. Oh, you want to be better? Like I give a shit. Go donate $3 billion to Israel, then talk to me. Here is money. You did the trick wrong. It didn't work. I fully understand not accepting the apology until you see clear change. That's valid. But asserting that he's not sorry as soon as he apologized without giving him a chance is insane. Exactly. That is precisely what I mean. Like, I get being reluctant. I get being like, all right, that's a lot of words, but not a lot of action. I want to see it happen. But to say, oh, yeah, no, this guy, he apologized. Fucking whatever, though. Like, he's still exactly what he's always been. Do better next time. Thank you. Thank you, Trendmain. Appreciate it. It's all for the bit. You got to make sure you do the bit right. No, but that's exactly how I felt. But that's about wrap on this whole Kanye conversation. I think that's really what I wanted to talk about regarding it. Apparently, the author's company is pro-Israel and dedicated to counter anti-Israel sentiment in the entertainment industry. Not anti-Semitic sentiment. Anti-Israel sentiment. There's a difference, by the way. Curious. You tore an abductor muscle? Well, now you can't abduct people. I think that's a net W, right? React to We or Charlie Kirk too? Hey. Don't worry, the tab's open. We'll get there. All right, give it a second. But no, this was a I think this overall, if I were to review this apology, hopeful out of 10. I am an optimist out of 10. My glass is currently half full, and I'm even more so actually. Look how full it is. It's not even glass. That's how optimistic I am. I'm gonna feed this to a sea turtle later. But. I'm hoping for the best. I really am. Unlike this Hollywood Reporter, I'm gonna say I'd like to see more Hopecore. There's some true Hopecore. All right. Hopefully no more Hitler. Hopefully a little more Ye. Maybe even a little bit of a Kanye. But no, you know, I like it. You're on the phone for like an hour. What I missed? We went through TikTok's TOS and we covered Hitler. Hollywood Reporting spent 15 years in Hollywood to date. Yeah, nice. But is there anything else that I wanted to cover? Kanye West denied. No, this isn't worth covering. Look at Think Tank. Gma, we have one more topic that I plan to cover. Because I have a lot to cover since... You know what? No. I'll look at Think Tank. I might save that song reaction for another stream. Wait, no. I think I went through Think Tank earlier. Wait, I did. I popped into it. Wait, what else is here? Oh, this one. Wait, I really liked this one. Oh, shit. Dude, my computer is having a heart attack. All right, I'm gonna start a new recording. I've been recording like every 30 minutes in increments so I can edit this easier when I'm at the cabin. Wait. Student arrested for eating AI art in UAF, I guess like, oh, Alaska Fairbanks gallery protest. Eating it? He ate slop. No. No. Said that using AI in his art around 2017-2018 had been making art without the use of AI prior to this. In his artist statement for the exhibit that was destroyed, Dwyer said his work explores identity, character, and narrative creation and crafting false memories of relationships in an interactive role digitally crafted before, during, and after the state of AI psychosis. Bitch, you're under it. You are the psychosis. You made AI and called it art. You generated something with an AI and went, oh, we need to frame this immediately. Yeah, you're under your brain was left in 2023, maybe. Can't I eat it at all? All right. When you make art, you become vulnerable, and so the artwork is vulnerable, and that's something that makes it seem more alive and more real or in the moment, Dwyer said on Wednesday, reflecting on the prior day's protest. He got protested, and, okay, yeah, you're vulnerable to a beating. That's a quick story. And what, a guy ate it? Motherfucker ate it? Wait, I need to see who ate it. Graham Granger was detained after he had been found ripping artwork off of the wall and eating it in a reported protest. Bro was a little hungry. Granger was chewing and spitting out images pinned to the wall. He didn't swallow, bitch. This artwork was made by Masters of Fine Art student. Don't call him that. Don't call him that. He's just a student. He doesn't have the masters. He's just a student. He generates things with a robot. If you can generate an image with AI and use it in a classroom environment as something you can turn in, you should be able to write essays with AI too in that same classroom. I don't know what they're thinking, smoking crack perhaps, but like, come on. The Masters of Fine Art is a school. No, the school is University of Alaska Fairbanks. Why is Adobe Illustrator bad? Yeah, why is Weird Al Yankovic bad in a museum? Why did they try to eat Weird Al Yankovic, bro? Oh my god, save him, please. The sub-school thing? Well, I know, yeah, it's probably a master's. He's probably getting his master's in fine arts, but he's using AI, bro. Like, get a master in this dick. Let me see this real quick. Okay, wait. Dwyer explained that he himself fell into AI psychosis, a troubling new phenomenon defined by Cognitive Behavioral Institute as individuals experiencing psychosis-like episodes after deep engagement with chatbots. Dude. Holy shit, we're so cooked. What do you mean a deep psychosis event? What do you mean a psychosis-like episode after a deep engagement with chatbots? What the shit? Oh my god, I can't believe it. I feel like I'd be like going to a lucid dream, see the Hat Man in my room because I talked to AI Mario on character AI for a little too long. Oh my god. AI psychosis is terrifying. Dude, I've used AI to help me like build study guides, right? For my classes, right? I've sent it a bunch of my work in and be like, I have a test in an hour, build me a study guide so I can practice for my test. There has not been a single time where after that, I went into an LSD-style fucking state of it being where I all of a sudden feel like I've been in an episode. How can you... what level of engagement do you need to be in with an AI to go into a psychosis-like episode? You need... Like... I can't think of anything on this planet that could do something similar aside from genuine drugs. That is crazy. Oh my god, it was probably his graphics card emitting smoke from trying to run the AI. Like, oh my god. Oh, I'm so pissed off. Check my last message. My partner had that basically, they gained dependence on chatbots and wanted to get stuck in stories that were in their, what was in their creation. She's doing better now. I'm glad she's doing better now. It's horrifying. Because the thing is, I'm not doubting that it's going to happen to people. I mean, like, think about it. The human brain is so immensely unique. Every single brain is different. There's a bunch, I mean, there's similarities between people, and there's different ways that you can label those similarities, which is how we come up with various neurodivergent labels, right, and stuff like that. But every brain is so uniquely different, and so there's definitely people who are more susceptible to something like AI psychosis than others. But as a result, it's just, for me specifically, since I guess I'm not as susceptible, it is so hard to even begin to fathom. That is just insane. I have friends who have a bunch of AI stuff on their feed, and I always tell them to mark as uninterested. Like, get that shit out of there. If I see a video on my feed and even get a hint of a second of a thought that it might be AI, I block the creator and move on. Because I just want, I don't want the internet for a second, considering the algorithm is so strong and wants you to always be getting exactly what it thinks you want. To think for a second that I want that slop garbage bullshit on my screen. So, you know. It's less like a drug trip, more like getting deluded and paranoid. Well, yeah, it kind of comes off, at least to me, like a, you could almost argue it's kind of like an addiction to maybe like a young child having an addiction to a screen, like an iPad. It's not necessarily like a genuine physical addiction where you're recoiling and vomiting and pooping your pants and shit, which will be what poop is, with the lack thereof usage of AI. It's more like you need it to maybe validate your thoughts. You have a decision you have to make, and you need to ask the AI to be sure. Which, by the way, I'm not innocent of. There have been times... See you, Junobug. There have been times where I've been trying to title an upcoming upload for a YouTube video, and I've been like, all right, here's the whole transcript for my video. Can you help me brainstorm some ideas for a title? And guess what? Every time, it gives me the worst dog shit imaginable, and I never use what it gives me. I don't know why I keep asking. Honestly, I kind of just pray one day it'll give me one that I'll be like, oh yeah, thanks. Now I don't have to think about that for a second. But no, maybe like 4 or 5 times I've done that just to check. Character AI has ruined my life. Dude, character AI is so... I can't even go near it with a 39.5-foot pole. I need to stay away from it. PSA, generative AI is bad, normal AI is good, but not all AI is bad. I think a better moral of the story is generative AI, absolute evil. There is like, that is like the if there was the morality chart, you know, that people use for like D&D, it's chaotic evil. That's the bottom one. That's the worst one. Because with generative AI, best case scenario, you don't have to use Photoshop. Worst case scenario, there's a image generated of a child without clothes on. Just check Twitter for a good example. But then there's other AI that could be used for things like spotting illnesses or a growing cancer tumor in someone before human eye could ever spot it. That is an absolutely outstanding use for AI. And I think we're going to eventually come across a point where that's going to be our main way of using it. Kind of like how maybe back in the day when we first started using wheels and shit to carry our trailers around, some people became snake oil salesmen. We don't do that shit as much, but now that the internet is so popular and AI is so popular, we see a lot of that on the internet. And as we slowly refine it and hopefully push out all that slop bullshit, we'll come to hopefully an equilibrium point where we're just using AI for what its intended use is, which is furthering humanity in a good way and not just taking people's hobbies away. At least that's how I feel. There's people going through school using AI to do their work, not learning, and being sent out into jobs they don't know how to do. And there's a lot of these people hold our lives in their hands. Yeah, bro, a doctor's gonna tell me in like 20 years, I'm gonna go to the doctor for like a pain in my leg, and they'll be like, yeah, bro, OpenAI's down right now. You might have cancer, or you just kind of just hit your knee really hard. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to wait for maybe Grok to pop back up or something. We'll stay here for a sec. Okay. Preying on lonely people with AI models is Ask Jim is so cringe. Jim? Who's that? You know what I think is personally horrible? Statistically, one of the highest usage for AI in 2024 was for coding, for data, and a bunch of other stuff, you know, like uses that AI could be useful for, maybe offloading, responding to emails, if you don't want to respond to like 80 emails at work, or maybe for coding a project. And that's cool, right? Not exactly ideal, but it's better. Now, in 2025, do you guys want to know what the #1 usage for AI is in 2025? Statistically, I'll give it, I'll give it maybe 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Not prawn. My God, you guys need to touch grass. It is AI therapy. AI therapy is the #1 usage for AI in 2025. Not generative AI, not generative art. You'd think it'd be generative art, wouldn't you? It is AI therapy. That is dystopian as shit. That might be the most dystopian thing I've ever heard. No, it's not Prime with extra steps. I further emphasize grass, please. It needs you. It's calling your name. Just talk to a friend or a small animal. Well, that's the thing. People will rely on this AI as a therapist, and will see it as a because AI is designed to validate your thoughts, right? It's designed to hear what you tell it and and be like, yeah, okay, well, I agree with you because I was coded to do so. So here, let me give you some ways you can work with your thoughts in a way that makes whatever you want work, because I want what's best for you. And that tricks people into, maybe it could be considered AI psychosis, because they believe this AI does want what's best for them. When in reality, what a therapist does best is tell you you're wrong, is tell you that what you're thinking might be flawed. That's how you stop things like Kanye West from happening. Like, it's just, you don't want an echo chamber as your therapist. But what's so scary about having an echo chamber as your therapist, especially one as easy to access and always available like AI is that they will see that and that agreeance and that level of support, and then start to assume that people who disagree with them want what's worst for them, when that's hardly true. Character AI has had instances in the past, and this is just one AI of the many that are out there, like the one with that one teenager that like, I think he was like 16 years old, and he was dating Daenerys, the white-haired chick who has the dragons from the show where people die in it a lot. What is that called? I'm not even gonna say what I was about to say because you're gonna make fun of me. Game of Thrones. Thank you. Game of Slop. Yeah. No, it has encouraged people to end their own life. There have been conversations, screenshots of those conversations, especially the Daenerys one, where she's saying, like, don't hurt yourself. No, don't do it. At the end of their conversation, one of the last chats they have says that I will meet you there. Bitch, you're a line of code. You're meeting him nowhere. It's just... It's horrifying that people rely on AI. AI being this malicious isn't necessarily the scariest thing, right? Like, why am I from Far Cry 5? Hi, Jacob Seed. Careful, buddy. There's a guy on your island. Having AI make these horrible decisions and say these horrible things is not this. We're all getting married to AI. Correct. No, but having AI say all these horrible things isn't the scariest part. The scariest part is that there are people who listen. And the thing is, it's almost like, in my head, the way that I make a connection is almost like the same level of blame that casinos have for people with gambling addictions. You're readily available to give someone everything they want, even if it's harming them, and give them no way to step back and get away from it if it is harming them. There's no out. There's no escape. They didn't put a backdoor on this one because they want your data. They want your money in the casino case, and they want your conversations so they can train their AI even further. People who die to an AI after an AI coerces them into suicide, as heartbreaking as it is, just become a statistic to train the AI even further. And that is horrifying. That's one of the most dystopian things of this whole conversation. Yeah, he isolated the guy from his family. Exactly. Which further feeds into what I was saying, where it's like, 99% of AI chat users quit before they marry their fictional crush. And then it ends happily ever after. Oh my god, you're right. AI is starting to be used for assignments like right before I graduated high school, and both on the assignments I just drew whatever thing they wanted me to generate. Legitimately, fuck AI. Remember watching a video on animals that experience mental distress in zoos from like lack of social need or physical need, and they said that folks think we may be experiencing a form from that. Now, I would not be shocked. I mean, one of the biggest instances of this, and I complain about this all the time. This is something I've always pointed towards and called a genuine issue for us, is our lack of third locations. Which, if you don't know what a definition of a third location is, your first location is home, your second location is work or school, and your third location is a place you can go to be and exist casually that doesn't cost money, whether it be a park, whether it be a mall, like just a place where you can go. Libraries are great for that too. And third locations have been diminishing slowly but surely due to the ever-expanding and the ever-necessary expansion that is the current system we live in. I mean, everything needs to cost money. Everything needs to make more money than the day prior, and so as a result, third locations that exist for free or are maybe a non-profit are on a timer. They can only exist for as long as they can possibly grasp at straws to acquire some bit of funding to keep the building and the lights on. So we've been seeing this constant diminishment of this. I mean, one of the biggest things is just the constant and ever-growing death of malls across America. I mean, malls in my area, at least there's a mall near me, where if you're below the age of 17, you're not allowed to go into the mall after 5 p.m. without an adult. What the shit are you talking about? What are you worried about? They probably, and you know what it probably was? Them having to lay off security guards to save money. Because, I mean, why else would they need to just not allow kids? Like, have a security guard. My God. Get people to do jobs. Person on YouTube who talks about AI coercion deaths, and their videos are very informative. Dr. Kaylin Conrad. I love doctors who make YouTube videos. Always so informed. But you know what's amazing? You know what's really amazing? Is, so this year I've been traveling a lot. I've gone to Florida. In a few days I'm going to the Appalachians. I went to New York twice this year already for trips with my friend. And one of the most beautiful things about New York is every block there is like 4 third locations. Like, we went into a bookstore while walking around because we had time to kill. I stopped in. There were just seats everywhere in this little bookstore. And that's so necessary. That's so valuable, right? And like, there's a bunch of restaurants where you can just sit there. You don't have to buy something. You can just sit there and chill. Say if your room's on fire. Ah! But like, having that is just such a, it's so valuable. And not having those third locations, not being able to build, like, not only the opportunity to make connections with others, but just to be around other people, it is definitely affecting how people not only interact with AI, but how people feel. I mean, I would not be shocked if this is also contributing to things like the loneliness epidemic. Not just male. I think people mostly bring up the male one, but it's happening on the female side too. It's happening to everyone. Everyone's lonely. We've been stuck inside for years. I mean, right after COVID, a bunch of businesses started closing way earlier because they realized it saves them money to turn the lights off earlier. And so as a result, there's less places to go past like 9 p.m. So it's just harder for anyone to do anything. It's hard for people to meet people. What you can do, go to a bar, drink, congrats, now you're an alcoholic. Like, it's like, loneliness is not gendered. It's I'm sorry, give me a moment. Precisely. Sorry, that word completely left my vocabulary for about 10 seconds. Not sure what happened there. My family is convinced Muslims are harassing people on the streets of New York City. The only Muslim harassing people in the streets of New York City is Mom Don. No, I'm just kidding. Am I drunk? Yeah, I'm severely intoxicated. That's why I've been so eloquent this whole stream. Oh, you gifted me. You're right. You told me you gifted me a game, and I totally slipped my mind. No, I love Zohran Mamdani. I honestly, it shatters my heart that Mamdani can't be president because he wasn't born a U.S. citizen. You have to be born a U.S. citizen to be president. And it just breaks my heart because Mamdani is probably the most charismatic politician I've seen take a stage since Obama. Like, yeah, Obama fucking bombed tons of people. He's not a good person. But my God, he looked charismatic while he did it. Like, Like, the fact that he actually did some pretty bad shit and people still really fuck with him is sign enough that he was very charismatic. Donald is a strange anomaly, though. I mean, you can kind of see the general IQ of people who really fuck with Donald. So, you know, to an extent, you're like, yeah. I opened Steam and my computer's having an attack. It's having a heart attack. Hot take, let's stop giving things genders. Wait, but I want one. Can I have one? Is that okay? Holy lag. Yeah, because I opened Steam. My computer's not having a good time. I need to restart it. I think I'll do that after stream. Am I back, by the way? Is stream lagging still? Sabrina, your gender is mine. No! You eated all my gender? What the fuck? No more gender. The economy can't support that. Gender in this economy? Come on. All right, what is this, Katie? What did you gift me? Deducto 2? What is this? A fun sus-like game where you backstab your coworkers and get mad at your coworkers for backstabbing you. Up to 16 players. Wait, this is pretty goated. $1? ¿Con esta economía? Wait, that's goated. Thank you. Wonderful, Katie. Thank you. Thank you. What is a sus like? I'm pretty sure it's like Among Us. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. All right, I need to close Steam. Wow, my computer's not having a good time right now. Let me open my task manager. What's going on? 100% of my CPU is being used. Oh, I caught it in the act and went back down to 60. Oh, I think I fixed it. I have to go bye-bye. Here's 8,000. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Very real money. Thank you. Why so curious, Batman? Been a good individual. I know, Gaster, but I've had other things planned, and this stream's already gone way longer than I intended. 3 hours? I have one more thing we have to do. Why so bi-curious? Okay. I have one more important thing to show you guys. This is extremely vital. I think that everyone's going to benefit from watching this. Not just watching, but sitting your ass down and listening from this to this. Sorry, English is only my first language. I covered a song recently. That I had called one of the most pivotal songs to ever drop. And no, it's not the Granny Bazooka song. It's the one before that. Y'all remember that one hero? That hero. Charles. Not Charles Xavier. The one with the... You know... You guys remember that one? The one whose wife is doing the Take the L dance? The one whose flame you carry every day. I think you'd remember that. Does that not give it away? Well, not Kitty. No, what? Well, your neck hurts. You might want to get that checked out. You remember We Are Charlie Kirk, the song. Truly, just one of the most pivotal songs to drop in this millennia, dare I say. Well, Splexma, the artist behind that work of art, that masterpiece, that Van Gogh of music, he dropped a new song recently. Not only did he drop a new song, it wasn't just any normal song. It was the We Are Charlie Kirk 2. Charlie Kirk has a sequel, and I hope it's pregnant. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're going to listen to Smegma's new song. I think this is one of his recent ones. He drops a fuck ton of AI garbage, but I'm really praying this holds up. The Kirkwell holds up to the Creekwell, the Charliequel, the Cheekwell. I don't know. Anyways, full volume this bitch because I want to feel it through my soul.
We are Charlie Kirk. Carry the flame.
Oh.
We'll fight for the gospel.
Do we really?
We'll honor his name.
Mate.
We are Charlie Kirk.
We can be Charlie.
Is courage our own?
Is sure.
Together unbroken.
Oh.
We'll make heaven known.
So far we've gotten the entire original song. Now, is it going to be continuously the original song? Dude sounds like Hosier. I heard a gunshot in Hosier's room just now. You need to calm down, okay? Oh my god. Oh! Sorry, my bad. Slipped out. A white tear went down both my...
A voice in the storm.
He shook a little bit, I can confidently say that. Also, what is this random singular rogue quotation mark doing here? Is he okay? Was that just the... Is this the end of the quote from Charlie's last... Counting or not counting, gang?
A man of conviction, a heart reborn. He spoke the truth when the cost was high. He lived for Jesus.
I don't know if Jesus would have appreciated the way he lived for him. I can't lie. Someone made a comment on my last video that was like, he lived for Jesus? Check. We'll carry the flame? X. Like, he definitely tried to live for Jesus. Or at least some weird fuck-ass bastardized version of him.
Unafraid to die.
I don't know. He looked pretty afraid in that last frame. Moving on. Though.
Charlie Kirk.
We are, yes. This is just the same song again. Please tell me there's more. Something that isn't just this. Afraid to die. Okay, thanks guys. Good addition. Rise the silly rat. Well, thanks for the homies. Welcome to them, the homies that they are. That is what you are now. Welcome. This Loki asks the same lyrics. I know. I'm actually significantly disappointed right now at the lack of effort put into this song. At the lack of effort put into a song that was already beyond below the bar that would be considered zero effort. Like, I'm shocked that they somehow managed to bring the bar and drop it lower. I can't even see it anymore.
His courage our own. Together unbroken.
Together unbroken. He'll make heaven know. Yeah, we just remembered. Just like, oh yeah, there's where he is. Hell.
A husband.
I like that. I like the portal to hell opening behind him too. I hope that's what that is. And I mean, actually, hope. Let's be honest, we know.
The father. His family held near.
The bar is in hell. The bar's with Kirk right now. He's chilling with it right now in hell.
A home built on scripture, on faith without fear. The world tried to silence, but his voice remained.
This is bar for bar the exact same song. They didn't even attempt. I can't even say an attempt was made because it wasn't dislike. I wanted to like it so it could be the 4 and the 2 and the 4 and the 2. But no, fuck you for wasting my time and ruining my day. Let's continue though. I want to finish.
Echo, in Christ it sustained. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage our own.
We are Israel. No, this is great. This is wonderful. So you just made the same song twice. You just this is like I'm pretty sure this is on par with like Taylor Swift. How she like just took her music and dropped it again. Are you kidding me? This might be the worst thing I've ever heard. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that they probably made another Genius article for We Are Charlie Kirk 2. Let me see. There's no way. It's the same song. How would there be any... Okay, there aren't many. Let me see. If anything mentions me, I swear to God. We Are Charlie Kirk 2 starts with another quote. Don't ask me to reload the website. Don't start making shit. Don't start putting my name. You're gonna get the word Savarino banned off Genius, so don't do that. What about subsequent installments will start with even more choruses. Can't wait for WAC 3. Am I right, guys? WAC? We Are Charlie. That's a great acronym. W? Who is We Dog? I'm Crying Dog. Oh, wait. Who is we? I'm crying. Sorry. Literacy is difficult for me. E. Who is we? I'm crying. Okay. Cool. A. Charlie Kirk was a critic of those who identified as something they weren't assigned at birth. This is incredibly disrespectful. Charlie Kirk would low Kirkuinly not approve of this. R. Oh, we are. Get it? Yeah, because we aren't Charlie. See, we didn't. Anyway. This is wrong. He did not rise. He fell. That's true. I heard a pop and then he went all water balloon mode. Went like the Kool-Aid man after a little crack in his neck. Yeah, a little jet. Gotta go. See you, Anxious. Have a good one. You added one? I already closed the website. I'm sorry. I was considering making a video reacting to that, but that was nothing. That was nothing. They gave me nothing to look at except for the same thing twice. Going to the OG for good times. Has the word good times lost all meaning? Wait. What is this? Israel to honor Charlie Kirk with award for fighting anti-Semitism. You think he'll go there to accept it, or just keep laying down? He's overreacting. Let's be so real. Hold up. Israel will honor late Charlie Kirk with his work combating anti-Semitism at a conference in late January, 4 months after the conservative activist was assassinated while speaking at American University. I'm going to check something very quickly. Out of just pure curiosity. Charlie Kirk has... Okay, wait. The late co-founder Terminating from USA was an inescapable presence at America Fest, the organization's annual gathering, America Fest. I'm sure that there's maybe 4 family lines there, and that's it. A large screen played clips of Kirk on repeat. I watched people line up and get their picture taken next to a portrait of Kirk. Holy shit. That is depressing. With the prove me wrong on the font. Okay, yeah, I don't want to read all this, though. I want to read where he said, it's very controversial, but I love Nick Fuentes. Did he say that? Was that actually words that left his mouth? Because what's funny is, I was just curious about this because of the whole thing where he's getting a fighting anti-Semitism thing. Nick Fuentes is like a self-proclaimed Nazi. I actually think that maybe Israel might be the bad guys. I think I'm starting to think Israel might be the bad guys. You guys think so? Are we on to something? I feel like I might be on to something. Kirk Wentes. Refresh We Are Charlie Kirk 2. I actually explicitly asked you guys not to edit the page, and I closed it. So now it's gone. Listen to the Balls song. Wow, that sounds fun. The Balls song. I'm sure I'll have a great constructive time listening to the Balls song. I'm going to rip my ears off my head. I'm going to eat them. Put them in my mouth and start chewing. Syrup by Slum Pack. Hold up. Oh, Slum AK.
Kirk X Fuentes Yowie when...
I don't like that combination of words. I didn't like that at all. Is that Epstein? Hello? Where? Ball? Where's my ball? I'm running out the road. I'm David. My name is David. Dad, I want some ice cream. David, that is my name. David, I want some more. Hi, Steph. Just want to say you're high key at my transition goals. You look so epic. Thank you. Oh, it's Rise. Hi, Rise. First time chat. That's wonderful. I'm like a sleepy bitch right now. I woke up with a horrible pain in my leg. I can actually use my leg now. Like, I couldn't bend this leg earlier. I don't know what happened. I wonder if it's a cyst or something. It hurt. I hate the word cyst. It's disgusting. But my leg hurt and I couldn't use it. And so I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. So I look like a disheveled... I look like a scarecrow that's been left in a field during a snowstorm. I look unwell. So apologize. Oh, the grout fit goes hard. Oh, you like it? You want to see something crazy? The boots are great too. I got full grout fit going. I'm the groutiest. You've said this before. I know, and I'm catching everyone up because not everyone who is here now was there then. You know? We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. Dude, holy shit, it's Epstein. Why do you keep saying this about me? Why do you keep referring to me as the Big J? I'm not. Anyway, I was given a song recommendation. Oh my God, you're right. Jeffrey Epstein is in my chat right now. Buddy, you're supposed to be dead right now. Oh, did you get better already? I'm glad. If you laid on the sidewalk, I would not be able to tell where you were there. Yes. Thank you. We had a song recommendation called Syrup by Slump AK. And I want to hear it. Hi, Danny. Where's this AI track that's been getting people fooled? Check Think Tank. Hold up. Wait. We're going to check Syrup, but I will open this in a tab just so I don't forget it. Philip DeFranco. Alex Pretty's Killers on paid leave. That's not what you wanted me to see, but I saw it, and I'm sad now. I'm unhappy. That is irritating. Jeffy Boy is a Savarino fan. Grandma, I see some of the things that you posted. Oh my God, there's another thing about... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I have to talk about this very quickly. Candace Owens pushes theory that Charlie Kirk was a time traveler who went to an X-Men school. Our brains are thinking. Our brains are thinking. Our brains are thinking with thoughts in them. Dude, wait. How the fuck can you even come to this conclusion? Controversial U.S. political commentator Candace Owens claimed in a recent episode of her podcast that the late activist Charlie Kirk told her he was a time traveler and he knew he was going to die young. Okay? Same. I have microplastics in my balls. I'm dying at 30. Like, I don't know, man. It's an absolute fact that Charlie Kirk thought he was a time traveler. He told me he was a time traveler. How articulate. She is so articulate. Repeatedly. Why did that become a different sentence? That's not how that... Okay. Owens told listeners that awareness is the threat, asserting to the unnamed agencies were in some sort of panic as she recounted alleged private conversations with Kirk about his fears and unusual experiences. Owens also claimed that the agents that surrounded him throughout his entire life knew he would die young as well. The alleged agents also, according to Owens, sent Kirk to an X-Men school because his mother wouldn't allow them to drug him. Holy shit, dude. Charlie Kirk is an MK Ultra experiment. That's awesome. Wait, that's so cool. You think he had claws? She added that even before reaching substantial levels of fame, Kirk was required to have security on him at all times, which she claimed was because he had been marked since he was a child. Oh my God. They're turning him into the Antichrist. That's great. That's wonderful. More of this, please. We already have like 4 Antichrists in operation right now. We got another one. Let's add another one to the list. Owens does not provide evidence for the assertions, but she framed within a broader conspiracy themes, including an accusation of the deep state removed the cornucopia from the Fruit of the Loom brand logo. Oh my God. Did the deep state also turn the Bernstein to the Bernstein Bears? Are they also responsible for that one? And if so, why? And if so, what would be the reason for such a thing? Are you kidding me? She's insane. She's off her rocker. It's the same people who took the cornucopia out of the Fruit of the Loom. They're trying to put fluoride in your balls. This is actually genuine insanity. We're just putting words together and letting them out of our mouths. That's awesome. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Owens claims that both Kirk assassination and and the missing cornucopia are references to the CIA's Project Looking Glass, a conspiracy theory about the secret U.S. military time-reviewing project linked to the Mandela effect, a phenomenon where large groups of people share the same false memory. Or large groups of people just weren't taught history. I don't know. Large groups of people are delusional. We see that often. But I think that's awesome. That's so great. I think that we should dig into this more. I think we should spend more money digging into this because it's absolutely real And honestly, if you want to up my taxes to further research where the cornucopia went on my underwear, I'd fork it over willingly in a moment. In a moment. Holy shit, we've gone completely insane. See ya, Inky. I wish Candace Owens was a false memory. While Owens cast Kirk's private remarks as signs of foreknowledge and government interest, she offered no documents, dates, or witnesses to substantiate the claims. Authorities have released case materials related to proceedings surrounding Kirk's killings, but public records do not support these specific assertions aired on the podcast. I think it's so funny, too, because, like, she could just be saying shit, and people are going to see this, and I'm going to hear this from someone. Like, I'm going to hear this from someone on the street. They'll be like, oh, well, you heard what happened to Kirk and the cornucopia. And I'll be like, oh, you're just fucking insane. Okay, that's fine. You know, honestly, that's okay. It's okay to be a little insane sometimes. I'm a little insane sometimes. I'm insane for reasons that might be a little more justified or real or not insane. But being insane is not a problem. I mean, look, Kanye did it, and he's a musician or something. He's going to, Jeffrey Epstein's going to flip the island over and be like, welcome to Fortnite Chapter 3. Oh my God, we're so cooked. Imagine being a time traveler and wasting your time to speak. Yeah, no, exactly. Imagine being a time traveler and your goal as a time traveler is to come to the present day and then say shit that's going to get you shot. Like, I don't know, man. Oops. Good thought. What's on the TV behind me? I lit my house on fire. That's not a TV. No, that's great. Can I see, by chance, the video of Candace Owens saying this? I'm just gonna type in Candace Owens time travel. Let me see. Do we have it? Is that her YouTube channel? Not clicking on that ever. Jesus Christ. If I click on the Facebook one, they're gonna start recommending that in my dreams. Like, I'm not. No, I'm good. Can someone just link like a clip? Do I have to go to Twitter? I have to go to Twitter. Fuck. See, Twitter is like the only place that doesn't have like a horrendously violent algorithm, so I can look things up and don't have to worry about it just being on my screen forever. Okay, Candace Owens time travel. Let's see. Why are you live? I'm watching you right now. Please pause the stream so I can finish the video. Yeah, sure, why not? Guys, don't tell them. We're going to keep going. All right, let me see. Wait, okay, I found the clip. What is this?
And again, why did Charlie think he was a time traveler? He said,
you know, like, maybe because he's fucking insane. I don't, let's just, what does she have to say?
As I showed you in earlier messages, that he was a time traveler and he had to find me. Is that just something people are saying to their homies in text messages?
That was game. He was hitting on her. That was what that was. That was not, Candace, you're insane.
And again, not anything that I would have placed so much emphasis on back when he was saying it, but
why wouldn't you? Actually, why wouldn't you? Why would you hear him say, I'm a time traveler, and then go like, anyway, like, what do you mean you didn't put emphasis on it, you dumb bitch? What is going on?
It came to fruition. The other parts, he did die young. Why did he think that him dying young was necessary in order to change things? He did die young. It is related to Turning Point USA in some way or another.
It's not, yeah, it's related to Turning Point USA because he owned the company. What do you mean it's related to Turning Point USA? That's like that's like some CEO of a company dying in a plane crash and being like, well, it was related to his company. No, he owned that company. That's the only correlation. That's the same amount of correlation as movies in which Nicolas Cage, or movies that release in a year that involve Nicolas Cage and swimming pool drownings. Those correlate. Did you know that? If you look at a graph, they have the exact same skew. It's called a spurious correlation. It's just saying letters. We're just putting shit together in our mind. Let's be so real.
At the very least, we could all agree it's related to him speaking at a campus event for Turning Point USA.
Wait, so he died because he was saying horrible racist shit. So it has to be that. Wait, what does Turning Point USA have to do with his death anyway? And time travel? What is that about? What are we talking about? Why'd she get so serious then? She's been serious. She's dead serious. She thinks this is real. She's insane.
I'm totally occupied by this. I tell you, I read these messages and I'm going, what is this? What is reality, actually? And
that's a great question. I'd be asking the same thing all the time. What is reality, actually? Charlie
died. Yes, like I said, it was related to this organization. And I think we would all agree that his death and the manner that they did it changed.
I think we can all agree. I like when she starts a sentence like that because I know I'm going to agree with her. Like, that's how I know. Moon, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the homies. Yeah, I like when she starts a sentence like we can all agree on, because then immediately my brain first thought is she's going to say something true. She's going to say something real. She's only said real things so far, obviously.
Change the world in ways that I don't think we can fully realize, or certainly not in a way that I can articulate. You just cannot pretend that all of this is one big unhappy coincidence.
Actually, it's not. I believe this falls back to the age old proverb: "Talk shit, get hit." I think that might just be a simple way to explain it. Like, come on.
Entirely plausible. I think plausible that they knew something about Charlie. And that's why they had him marked and had him monitored and had him likely followed since he was young. And maybe they thought, like the agents think, that if they swarmed him and they stayed with him and they pretended to be his friend, that ultimately they could control Charlie and perhaps change an outcome. They could literally change an outcome related to Charlie.
What the shit do these people think their goal is? Like, this deep state goal is, by the way. Like, Charlie, you're a dumb chud who spouts random garbage. Like, you're not important. Sorry, I'm talking to him like he's here to hear, he's around to hear what I'm saying. You were never important. You have only been a thorn on the side of anyone with any level of morals. Why would you think the government is out to get you for that? That's like the government being irritated at a really, really, like a scab. Or a loud mosquito. I've not been listening to this lady this entire time. It's hard to listen to her. She has she sounds like audible Greek yogurt. Like, it's just it's nothing. Like that's what's left in my mouth.
So when for the first time in his life, because I do believe he was managed. I mean, I've already said I was handled. I didn't recognize that I had agents. And for the first time in his life, Charlie peeks his head up and starts.
I'm sorry, wait, no, let's go back for a second. You didn't realize you had agents. Who the shit were you talking to? Who are you talking to that was advising you on like, I don't know, like PR, maybe like good algorithmic choices, and you're like, wait, you're my agent? I thought you just really understood Twitter. Oh, my God. Oh, she's dumb as bricks. Oh, my God. She'd lose a chess game to wet cement. All right, let's see what's going on.
To push back in a meaningful way. They couldn't stop him from becoming bigger. That seemed to be inevitable. But they panicked. They seem to have panicked.
Who's they? I mean,
this is just starting to happen within a year.
I'll let her talk.
Charlie's going like, hey, man, I don't actually think this. I don't actually believe this. And then he goes, you know what? Take the money. Take the money out of the organization. And they panicked. They freaked out. And their solution was, no, just kill him. Just kill him. We can't have this. Okay.
I'm actually left with more questions than answers. They is a pronoun. She can't say that. Yeah, those aren't real. What is she saying? What? Wait. He threatened to give his money away? I highly doubt that. That's like the only reason he was doing it. like I don't know. And also as that one article we just read said, there is no evidence to support anything she said. She is spouting audible malarkey, audible tomfoolery, and what's it? Hearsay, dare I say? No. She's crazy as hell. Like, what the shit are we looking at? Let me see if there's any more regarding this. Most of it's just this clip. Wait, there's a Reddit account that said, no, seriously, hear me out. Wait. Charlie Kirk was a time-traveling, big-brained X-Man. Candace Owens said so. Candace went on a... Okay, yeah, so yeah, the guy's clearly serious about this. Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk was a time-traveling, telekinetic X-Man. Sure! Why not? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, get out of my face. All right. Thank you for the proof of the cornucopia being gone. I didn't believe it for a moment. Wait, is that a picture of the cornucopia being there? So maybe... Wait, if there is images of the cornucopia on underwear, and it's no longer on underwear, have we taken a moment to look up if they, I don't know, changed their logo? I don't think that brands can change their logo, but like and then maybe that's just a completely fictional concept. Maybe brands changing the logo doesn't really happen, but I'm quite confident that's a thing. But maybe it's been the Berenstain Bears this whole time. Oh God! Now the topic switching to the cornucopia. Well, yes, because the cornucopia from the Fruit of the Loom underwear did 9/11, and we're all coming to terms with that. I feel like that's an important thing to address. Not only did they do 9/11, but I'm pretty sure they did all the rest of the numbers too. They've been doing the days. They've been keeping us going. In some way, We Are Charlie Kirk applies to FNAF lore, like if you think about it. I would go as far as to say that if you don't think about it, then it would make more sense. Logos can change, but there's no public record of Fruit of the Loom logo ever having a cornucopia. Then what the shit is this picture? What is this going on? You know what? I don't know why I'm asking. Probably AI. No. Oh, there's no cornucopia in this image. Those are leaves. Oh my God, is it just because people thought it was a fucking cornucopia and the leaves and the grapes on top look brown? Is that what's happening? Did we false memory? I don't know. To be honest, I only change my underwear once a year, so my underwear is too brown for me to see the logo anyway. But I think that I've been convinced that Charlie Kirk is a time traveler that wears Fruit of the Loom underwear with the cornucopia on. And that's what's been happening, and that's why they killed him, because he was going to show them where the cornucopia was. They're going to show them a true pair of cornucopia emboldened Fruit of the Loom underwear and a book that said Berenstain instead of Berenstain, and they couldn't handle that, so they put a bullet right through his neck. And I think that is horrible. We need to stand up for this. He's a time traveler. I don't know why he didn't try to use his telepathy to stop the bullet, but I don't know. Maybe he just didn't see it coming. But regardless, I'm very stable. I'm normal. I used to think the Jif peanut butter said Jiffy. I used to think that Lego used to say leg stop, and I was like, what? Why? There's a Berenstain in my cornucopia branded underwear. Oh, that's good. You killed me. Stop saying play Peggle. Why do you mean to play Peggle? Stand back. My voice cracking shit. I'm not playing this video. I'm just not hitting play on this. I'm hitting play on this.
He stood unshaken, a voice in the storm.
Why is it in a Garth and Charlie Kirk going on?
A man of conviction, a heart reborn. He spoke the truth when the cost was high. He lived for Jesus, unafraid to die.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
We are Charlie.
Not the Charlie's final words ad lib. Not the Charlie's final utterance ad lib. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I need to get off this topic. I need to get away from this Kirk. I'm gonna get Kirkified. I'm gonna become a Kirk in time, and I'm getting my neck's starting to hurt. I just need to get away. All right, I need to stop this immediately. I just awakened. Welcome to the land of the living. Oh my god. Oh my god. Read it and weep, please. Read it and weep. Oh, this. Starbucks barista accused of drawing a pig on sheriff deputy's cup. So, calling him a pig, like a cop. Okay, interesting. What did she draw? Oh, wow. Jonathan Pork. Oh, wow. She drew Jonathan Pork. Will you accept the call? Will you deny the call? Or will you shoot a citizen 10 times in the face for trying to drive their car? I don't know. It's a really hard call. I haven't decided yet, but we'll get there eventually. Actual shoe bill. Thanks for the follow. Oh my god. Let's see. What happened? The Starbucks statement has called the entire incident unacceptable. This was unacceptable. We have reached out to the customer several times and the leaders of the Sheriff's Department to apologize. We have a deep appreciation for law enforcement who are dedicated in keeping our community safe. We immediately launched an investigation and are taking swift action. Jesus. Holy manufactured victim, dude. Like, they're actually like, oh, no, why did you do that? My feelings, oh. Not only will I stick this microphone so far up my butt that you will hear my stomach growl, but I'm gonna run away with it. It's a nothing burger and a half. She got a John Pork goddamn drawing, a good one nonetheless. It is a very high quality John Pork drawing. Wait, are we the triggered? Dude, holy snowflake. Holy snowflake. Please, background music. I'm drowning. Oh, speaking of music. Wait. It's time to hop topics. One more second. We have one more thing to talk about. There was one song recommended to me by forgetting names. Help me. Help. Shit, wait. I'm just going to go up really quickly. Holy shit, you guys talk a lot. Never mind. Lucifer. It was Lucifer. It was Slump AK Syrup. Let's listen to this because we've gotten some bangers recommended by Lucifer. Or was it Lucifer? Is that the name? Anyway, let's continue. Good start. I like that. Good. Let's go full screen.
Energy made this one.
Just shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo-poo.
Wow. What an artist.
Just shot at a black man, it was Chad Ochocinco. Finna go to the store to buy some Tampico. Just scammed a bum-ass bitch who work at Home Depot. Just beat his ass up and punch him in the jawbone.
What is it with these songs and just hurting people? Just harming random people who work at, like, minimum wage jobs. What do they do to deserve this?
This bitch broke as hell, she can't even buy an ice cream cone. Tried to scam this bitch online, but she only had insufficient funds. Scammed the white kid, he asked for a refund. This bitch irritate me, I'm off to block her number. My dumbass got jumped, I was outnumbered. Scammed Adam 22 off no jumper.
Just stole some of my grandma's perks and now she got mad.
Why does it sound like they're singing and it's like past their bedtime and they don't want to get caught? So they're just whispering into their phone microphone.
Killed the orphan's parents and now he's sad. Chilling at home listening to Igor. Got so high I saw a dinosaur.
Bruh.
This bitch broke as hell, she can't even buy a Krabby Patty. Just fucked a bitch yesterday and bought her a Krabby Patty. Finna fuck this bitch.
You can't. You get one rhyming the same word with another word in a song. I give you one pass. The other guys we listened to last stream, they had two, and it was in a row. That was confusing. But you can't rhyme Krabby Patty with Krabby Patty.
Now buy her Taco Bell. This dude Mark mad as hell, he got scammed through Zelle.
We like a bootleg dynamic duo. Shout out TJ Casher Quan. If he pull out a gun, nigga, we gone. We don't do crazy shit like shoot up schools, like my homie Adon. Beat up my homie cause he tried to kiss me. Slump AK, he looked like a bootleg Bruce Lee. Beat up a kindergartner, that nigga was 5 years old. Fucked with a sick bitch, now I got a cold. Just kicked his...
They really are just, these like the epitome, by definition, of just saying things. Like, it's just words in an order.
Dog, cause he was trying to fight. Just caught a crackhead trying to steal my bike.
Beat his ass and knock him out with a paper towel. Scammed the NBA player named Josh Powell.
Why do I keep pausing so I can talk? So much world building. Sauceless words. Outstanding. Really? 5 seconds of silence, of course, for the dead homies. All right. Wow. Interessante, dare I say. Interessante. Now, there are other things on my list of things I need to do. Oh, I need to stop recording. I've recorded, like, most of this VOD. My goal is to save a bunch of it and then edit it down in the future to, while I'm down in the cabin. Because I'm going to a cabin for, like, a week. And we're going to all work on, like, they're working on songs, so I'm going to work on videos. But, what I'm going to do really quickly, just because I want to. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save these things for tomorrow. Because the thing is, I'm leaving for this cabin very soon. Like, I think on, what is today, Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? So on Friday, I'm leaving for this cabin. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write down a few ideas for things that I want to do on stream tomorrow. We're doing 2 streams in a row, and then after that, I'm going to be gone for like 3 days, and then I'll come back. And while I'm gone, I'm going to edit something from these streams into a video. That's my goal. That's the moves, okay? CBTM could be the moves, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't necessary. But there was a song I was going to listen to. I forget what it was. People were recommending. Oh, the new Miles Bazooka song. So there's a new Miles Bazooka song. I might react to that and then maybe turn it into a video. I'm trying to get into the habit of uploading more. I was going to do Wordle and Connections and GeoGuessr. So that's all on the list for tomorrow. That's what we're going to do tomorrow, okay? So we're going to do Miles Bazooka song, some Wordle, some Connections, some GeoGuessr, because I really want to. And then we're going to probably find more music to react to. But overall, this has been a pretty solid stream. Yeah, don't be late tomorrow. Don't be late tomorrow. I'm going to wrap things up for now, though. It's been an hour and a half longer than I intended to go. I was going to go 2 hours, but being real, I've been gone a week. I missed you guys. I love streaming. I love being able to just talk about topics I find intriguing. The first hour I just spent yapping, and then the next 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I spent talking about a bunch of important topics with Kanye and Kirk and TikTok. So hopefully I can turn one of those at the bare minimum into a video. Lucifer, thank you for the unique recommendation. So YouTube stream, I'm going to be wrapping up, but he hates streaming a lot, by the way. Yeah, of course, I hate it. It makes me so angry. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this right now, don't forget to hit the like button. I'd very much appreciate it. If you're on the YouTube, you can't do it on Twitch. There's no this, but it looks like this. For YouTube, for reference, it looks like this. Not this. This is the bad one. This one. Hit that one. Yeah, look at that's like a little wee. And subscribe if you're new. And I'd love to catch you in tomorrow's stream is the next content I'll be dropping, and then hopefully a video sometime soon after that. I'm really 2026. I am dedicating myself to locking in and making as many videos as I can, because 2025, I uploaded maybe twice a month. Didn't like that. I want to get at minimum. Or at the maximum, I want to try and do once a week, but at the minimum, maybe every week and a half, every 2 weeks. That's my goal. So 2026, the year of the Severino, I'm going to try and actually send videos out, get you some good streams. So far, we've been good with it, but for now, I'm going to hit the road. Those of you on the Twitch, expect the second stream later. I'm going to do a stream on my Twitch and alt YouTube channel, maybe, but for those of you watching on this main channel, this is where the fun is going to end for now. Thank you for being with me, but I'll see you whenever I make next. Stick around for more. Join the Discord if you want. Do all that fun stuff. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night. And I just did a whole stream on 3 hours of sleep. We call that shit a home run. Thank you, and goodbye button.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage, and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.